Well, guys, sorry for the wait. Sorry for the wait, but we are ready to go. Had to blow off a little steam. I think we're all a little upset right now, or big upset, either way it goes. It's time to start the post game. Atlanta Falcons. Embarrassing loss yet again to the Carolina Panthers. Falcons are now 3-7. And essentially, it could be the exact. Okay, essentially, it's the nail in the coffin. All right, all right. I don't even want to come on here and pull your strings. I don't want to come on here and jive y'all. I don't want to come on here and give y'all false hope because at the end of the day, I got love for y'all. So we all Falcon fans, and at the end of the day, guys, it's over. It is. What I'm saying, I'm sorry. Like, this is going to be yet another season not making the playoffs. And again, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like I've done something, even though I've done nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's also other people who have done nothing. So it's just like, and I'm talking about who are on the team. So it's just like, it's crazy. But we're going to talk about it, man. It is time again, like I said, to start this post game. There's so many different ways you can go with this. And, I guess, man, there's nowhere else to start but from the beginning, man. First things first. What's good, chat? How y'all been in here waiting patiently? I say leaving comments. We appreciate it and everything. I know I'm gonna put this on me because I know I had to try to get home and everything like that. Coming home from working down there with Fox, and they held me a little longer today. Which is all good, but they held me a little longer today. So definitely had to try to get in here. And want to talk with you guys, man. Want to see how you guys are feeling. And, of course, you're going to get me and Smitty's thoughts because this one was a tough one. This one is very, very tough. Falcons are now on a 5-game skid, and it doesn't look like it's getting any better,
Right.
Regardless, this team is continuously finding different ways, new ways, creative ways to lose games, and back-to-back overtime losses to where you were one and done and it was over with. The other team goes down and scores and ends the game on you. I said, I know Smitty before in the preview.
that boy Clay on it, boy. That boy Clay said he gonna
Oh
be
man, so
with
he
the
going
Ram
back
with
to
the
the
number one
Rams with
pick.
that number one pick. That's wild.
That boy Clay
That's
on it, boy. He's Clay said
what
to
he's
hell with it.
feeling.
I'm just finna go and put it out there.
He said
But
that's what he's doing.
yeah, man, these last two
Yeah,
losses, they just
they shouldn't have happened.
you can't say nothing about it, man. It's just unspeakable. And shout out to my big bro John Higgins. I agree with what he told me earlier, man. He said, I mean, it can't get you can't make this shit up, man. You can't. You can't. Absolutely, Ty Dollar. Absolutely. Grady said it best. Same shit, different year. And that's why he was ready to leave. That's why. But hold on, right quick. Chris.
What you got?
Trinity, man, just get well. Worry about getting well. We will holler at you when you get well, man. We don't want
Oh yeah,
if you under the weather, man, please get well. Please get
yeah.
healthy.
You
We
you
gonna be
already know.
we gonna be here. We
Yeah,
gonna be
we
here.
already know we're gonna have more shows. We're gonna have more vent sessions, all that stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, we're here from y'all for y'all, man. And oh man, hey, appreciate this too, Mike. Mikey B says, hit that like, y'all, and go sub to A1 Forever Sports and give him a sub and a like too. These men deserve it for guiding us through this season. And we really appreciate that, though. Like, seriously.
Mikey
Like,
B, no doubt, my brother. Always showing
for
love. We
real.
appreciate you.
Really.
Appreciate you. But you said you want to start at the beginning. I mean, I don't even know where to begin in that because we can start at the beginning of the year. We can start at the beginning of the first quarter. I just don't know. But one thing that
Bro,
if you want to start
we
it,
can start last year if you want. But I
but
don't
one
know if you
thing,
want to do that.
but if you want to start this game,
Oh yeah, we can do that.
I got to give credit to Mike Penix. Mike Penix been getting so much criticism the last 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And look, it was warranted to a certain extent, but
I don't think it was today.
today he put the team on his back, something that I didn't even know he could do. Before I get started, I just want to say this, man. Um, Rest in peace to all pro corner slash safety Kenny Easley, man. He passed away.
Oh yes.
I mean, big loss for the NFL community. He played for the Seahawks, and he's one of the better defensive backs to ever play the game, man. And the crazy thing about it, his teammate, one of my good friends, Louise Sharp, just passed away a couple of months ago, and now his best friend passes away. So I hope they find a way to meet up in heaven, man, because both of those guys, man, all pro players. And y'all know the story of Louise Sharp, man. If y'all don't, please just go Google it, because I'm not gonna say nothing about it, but just please go Google it, man. It's one of the best redemption stories that you will probably ever see in sports ever, with what he been through, off the field. So just go check out Louise Sharp, man, and then it'll tell y'all everything y'all need to know. But Kenny Easley, they were former UCLA teammates, very good friends, and rest in peace to both of those brothers, man. They
Rest
made
in
their
peace.
impact on the game, and
Power.
they did their thing on Sunday. So now they're resting, no more pain, no more none of that. So yeah, man, I just got to give both of them a
Power.
shout out, man, because they were two of the best at what they did. But let's get back to these other Falcons, man, because
Yep. Yep. Yep.
starting at
Yep.
the beginning, man, like I was saying with Michael Penix, you cannot blame Michael Penix this game, man.
I don't
And
think so.
this right here lets you know what the problem is, man. It lets you know that inconsistent coaching is the reason why this team cannot win. The Falcons were up 21-7 at one point in this game.
To
And I think it
say.
was at halftime, if I'm not mistaken. It was
They were up
21-7.
21-7 at halftime, and then,
Or
bro, in the
was it
second,
21-10? Was it 20?
um, might have been 21-10. Yeah, it might have been 21-10. Either
Well,
way,
whatever the hell it was, it's two scores.
hold on.
They
My
they
thing
they
is,
were
regardless.
go ahead.
No, I was about to say, regardless, bro. At halftime, you still had a lead. It was 21-10. Yes, that was
21-10.
yes,
Zone
that was
4
what it was
CJ.
at
Appreciate you.
halftime. But yeah, 21-10 at halftime. But then in the second half, it felt like the old Falcons showed up. Like, and what I mean by the old Falcons, you know what I mean. Like, we'll be killing it in the first half. And then the second half, it just all goes downhill. That's what that
Right.
felt like today. And again, Michael Penix, he
Facts.
was 13 for 16, 175 yards, just to your point. Now I
He
know
was
he got
11 to
rolled up
12
on.
at halftime. He was 11 to
Right,
12. He only missed one pass in the first half. So I'm
right.
not, and no Mike Penix slander this show. None. If y'all got Mike Penix slander, then that lets me know that y'all weren't paying attention to what was going on. And it's still that same old shit show in Zach Robinson. And honestly, and I'm gonna tell y'all before we even start, y'all can say fire Raheem all y'all want to. At this
Bro,
point, with nowhere to go, no nothing to play for, what's the point in firing?
just keep
Let
him.
him go and coach out the rest of the season. Then when the off season come, you find a way to buy him out or kick him out the door that way. Because I mean, if we ain't got
I
nothing to
think
play for, go ahead.
no, I was just about to say I think it's just time to figure out who still even wants to play for him. I just can't just leading right into your point. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But let's get it. This my dog right here, man. Let's
yeah,
get it. How many times have I said that? I said it last year when we lost to the Saints. The season was going down the drain. It did. I said we lost this Dolphins game because it's a one-win team. They ain't got nothing to play for, and we got everything to play for. This is the type game that loses locker rooms. And ever since
absolutely.
that Dolphins game, the locker room is gone, and you can see it in their play. They're not playing enthusiastic. They're not playing with high energy. Because think about Bijan. Bijan is out there playing, but the Bijan in the first 5 games looked totally different from the Bijan ever since those first 5 games, the 2-5. Because as Miss Carey said on Twitter, she said, coaching, we needed that ass whooping 30-0 to wake us up. but we've been 2-5 ever since.
Man, we've been
So did we really wake up? No, we just got
we woke
worse.
up for we
We
woke
just
up
got
for
worse.
we woke up for a game or so, for the Buffalo
Right.
Bills. We woke up for that because even when we played them, what were like 2-1? What was that? Week 3?
Week 3.
Oh well, never mind. We were 1-1. So it just like still though, like you had that smack, and then so you go on a little, it's a little mini streak. You beat the Bills. We feeling high. Then you lose to the 49ers, a game that I feel like you should have won. But it's like okay, you lost that one. All right, but we got an opportunity to get it back, and then you lose again, and again, and again, and you just finding a way. Yeah, because the Commanders. Yeah, and the Commanders game because we beat them. But my thing is, you beat the Commanders, then you beat the Buffalo Bills, and then you just been losing ever since. And you're finding new ways to lose. And don't get me wrong, I get it as far as like on defense. Yeah, we don't have Divine Diablo in there. Yeah, we didn't have Mike Hughes out there. But at the end of the day, this team, the Panthers, just speaking about the Panthers, they've still beaten us in the last 3 games. And Mike Hughes wasn't injured. Now Divine Diablo wasn't on the team all the time, but Divine Diablo was on the team in week 3,
But
and
bro,
we still got
you can't keep using injuries as no
You
excuse,
can't, bro. That's
because
my point. You
look at
can't.
what Aaron Glenn doing in New York. This is his first season, so I expect his first season to not go as planned. But you got to think about what they also done. They done blew up the whole team. I mean, they traded away the 2 superstar players because both of them asked out, and now they got to rebuild through the draft again. And honestly, when you end up being a minority coach, you end up being in shitty situations, you got to be expected to turn around. And honestly, I don't think it's fair, but it's just the way the thing, the way it works. Because look at what's going on here. The next coach, if we get a new coach, he's gonna have to start all the way over shitty situation. So when you look at these type things around the NFL, no matter what the color of the coach is, my thing is, if you getting put in a bad situation as a head coach and have to fight your way out of it, that's hard to do for anybody. So now Raheem, he had the complete opposite of what everybody else is handed. He's handed the keys to a Lamborghini, while Aaron Glenn added keys to a Pinto. And that's the best way I can put it. So when you look at the coaching situations, how can you get better after this point? And who can you bring in? Who can you bring in to turn this thing around? I just want to know. I just want to know.
Smitty, it's so crazy that you use Aaron Glenn. And
hold on. Before you get into that, they get these super chats out the way.
Super chat.
Craig, appreciate you, my brother. He said my first game ever in the Falcons lose. Yeah, I saw you, Craig. I saw you on Twitter earlier. Stadium is beautiful and atmosphere is great. Electric when the team is doing good. Fire Rod and Zach watch Blank during the end to read his body language. And the funny thing about that, Craig, I'm glad you brought that up. Arthur Blank didn't come out and greet nobody. He walked straight back to the locker room. And what did that tell you? You might hear some news tomorrow morning. You might hear some news tomorrow. And guess what? Your boy gonna be live as soon as it happens.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I still will be shocked if Raheem.
I'll be shocked too. I'm just saying. If it do happen, I'm gonna be ready to report it because it's past time. But I know, like you said, with the contract, and then with what's going on around the NFL with coaches, who's gonna come in and take over this train wreck? And that's all this has become at this point. Corner Boy TV, appreciate the donation, my brother. He said, y'all knows when Pence went out, Drake left and the office didn't even want to play with him. I tried to ride Raheem, but I'm done, fire him. And that's crazy because mysteriously, Drake went out with a knee injury. And I mean, to me, I just feel like they pulled him out the game. And Darnell Mooney, we talked about him the last 2
I saw him go in the tent, but
it's the same thing over and over, just keep dropping passes. And it's not all his fault.
I mean,
but it's the way that Zach Robinson is scheming. Man, if yes, he can run for another 20, 30 yards, and we probably win this game.
Yeah, so
But
it's
see,
just like
it's
that's
frustration.
back-to-back weeks of that happening
Frustration.
with the same guys. That's
Yeah,
back-to-back
frustration.
weeks. So
But
it's
that's what I'm
like,
saying, man. When frustration kick in with the whole team, it affects the whole team. Then these close losses, these almost should have been we gotta do better. We tired of hearing that, man. We tired of hearing that. Y'all
man,
gave up 448 yards to a quarterback. Last week only had like 120 some yards passing, but y'all make him look like Joe Montana. That ain't cool.
bro, Bryce Young, we are literally the team that is keeping Bryce Young irrelevant in the NFL. This man record against us. He only has like one loss against us. And my thing is like he had a career high today. Career high against the Atlanta Falcons. Like again, like even like Let's Get It said, he right now he owns the Falcons. I can't stand it, but he does. And back to my point though about Aaron Glenn, it's funny that you mentioned him and you mentioned, you know, I'm saying the Jets, and you look at these Falcons and Raheem Morris. Bro, these are oh my god, I can't believe
Two ends of the spectrum is what it is. Two
bro,
different
these are
ends of the spectrum.
bad organizations, okay? I
Yeah.
said it. They're bad
Yeah.
organizations.
But you know what? You know what bad organizations is supposed to do? They're supposed to, bad organizations are supposed to find new ways to win. But we keep on finding the same ways to lose, the same people to hire. We always hiring retreads. We always hiring people that we comfortable with, that we worked with before. Think outside the box sometimes. Like I told y'all, Tampa Bay was one of the worst teams in the NFL from probably the inception in 76 all the way to 95, and that's 20 seasons when they got Warren Sapp, Derrick Brooks, and John Lynch. That turned their whole organization around. And they changed it up a little bit. They went out and got Tony Dungy, a black head coach. And I'm not saying it had nothing to do with color, but I'm just saying they started to think outside the box. They knew Tony Dungy had a good defensive mind from his time with the Steelers, his time with the Vikings as a coach. So, look, you got to think outside the box. And honestly, and I'm gonna start some shit right here. I know this person done went out and did things and said things he wasn't supposed to say. But you want to think outside the box, go get a John Gruden. Rich McKay know him from Tampa Bay. You want to change things up, go get a John Gruden, somebody with a tough mentality. Go out and get a Rex Ryan, somebody who don't give a crap with that, with a screw loose upstairs. These are the type of people you need in that field to motivate your players, because these players do not look motivated at all. At all.
Bro, they don't. The body language, the movements, just everything, bro. Like this team right now, again, I
That's
say
a good one, Berto. That's a good one.
yeah, John, bro, I'm with any of that, bro, because my thing is all those are shakeups, all the names, Gruden, what Fox, Rex Ryan, shoot, man, all those are shakeups, and all those would be uncomfortable. Something that the Falcons need right now. This team is so incompetent, as a unit. We got individual skill players, yes, but as a unit, it's just so crazy. Like I really feel like one thing that changed, because I mean the defense still, was blowing up his back, still trying to, protect the lead for as long as it could. And holding those Panthers to field goals in the beginning. But it's like, bro, at the end of the day, this team, I just don't know. If anybody would have told me it would have been 3-7 right now, I just wouldn't believe them because of the talent. I knew there would be struggles, but to be 3-7 right now, to be 0-3 in the division, mathematically out of the race, and you got the nail put in the coffin by the Carolina Panthers, who had been chirping all offseason anyway. Those Panther fans chirping all offseason anyway. And now you got Panther fans and Panther players. No, excuse me. You have Panther players saying that they felt like they was on a bye week. Oh, so we a bye week.
Piss you off. They just said that to piss everybody off.
Of course.
Deanna, this is absolutely correct.
Have the opportunity to do such.
Right. But Deanna, this is absolutely correct. John Gruden left Tampa. went to the Raiders, still had success. So it's just all about a mindset. The Falcons front office don't have that right mindset to win. It's yes men. It's just same shit going on with Jerry Jones in Dallas. It's the same thing. Yes man. And sometimes you got to stop that, man. You got to stop with the yes men and find somebody that's gonna go against what you preach. Just put it like that. If you want me to keep it simple, go find somebody to go against what you preach here. We know you like blue collar, the blue collar style, like the business style. The business style don't work in the NFL. It don't. Because the business style, that lets me know the only thing you worry about is the bottom line and how many people you put in the seats and not the product you putting on the field. Because if you want to make a change, you can. How many times have we talked about going out and get a player like Lamar Jackson? How many times have we said go out and get a coach like a Deion Sanders, like a John Gruden? You got to learn to accept change. And if you don't, it's only going to get worse or it's going to stay the same. And if it stay the same, trust me, you're going to lose more money than anything. That's going to affect your bottom line. If you worry about your bottom line and not putting players on the field, that's going to affect your bottom line more than anything.
Right. And then I forgot, Gruden is right now pretty much in the same boat as Brian Flores. Because he's going all the way to court with his recent case. So I mean, I gotta agree. I saw somebody had said in the chat, I lost it now, but I know I gotta agree with him though. He probably never be a head coach in the NFL again. The NFL do hold grudges now. So I mean,
and Berto coming up with all of them, man. Cause
I wouldn't mind Doug Peterson either, man. I just see
Tom Coughlin.
I don't think Tom Coughlin ever coming back to coaching. I ain't gonna lie.
No, Tom Coughlin, he done got too old, bro.
Yeah, I think Coughlin gonna be done. But I'll take Matt LaFleur. I'll take any of these coaches who have a winning prestige. Like I do want a coach who's gonna have a winning prestige. So like,
but honestly, I get that part, but I think I would go out the offensive guy mainly because that's what we are hurting the worst. Now, if they can find a way to keep Ulbrich on, I'm down for it. But you have the next head coach has to be an offensive minded guy. Has to be. Dayball could be one. He's another one.
Not as my head coach, he ain't. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Get that out your head right now.
You said that quick, boy. You like, oh no,
No, we ain't doing that. We already in coach hell. You think I want to continue? No, I'm good on that, man. I just at the end of the day, like I want this team, and I want, what I'm saying. Oh, this is what I want from my owner. I want my owner to really just shake it up, do something that is not necessarily traditional. I know you gotta be upset. To be honest with you, you probably do want to get rid of Raheem, but right now the contract, the optics, everything. Again, like we've been saying, if he gets rid of him, who are you putting into place? You have nobody. You might as well just ride it out for the rest of the season and see who wants to play for Raheem. What are the players' body language, et cetera, et cetera. Each game, do an observation, and then at the end of the year, you can do it like, hey, man, we're doing a review, just like how they do at people's jobs, reviewing their work and everything like that to see whether they're getting a up in their pay or they're gonna have to get let go. Treat it as such, like you just reviewing the work and be like, okay, I noticed this week, this week, the players was acting like this week, that week, and then it's like you can have it to the end of like, well, the players don't want to play for you, so I can't keep you anyway.
Right.
So it's just like you need to do an observation, a full scale observation of what happened for the rest of the season. And I've been hearing people saying that Michael Penix needs to sit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Penix finished the season. What you sitting him for? We still need to know what this quarterback is capable of for the rest of the season, even when there's nothing to play for, because I want to see what his mindset is like. And also I want to see what his capabilities are. Will he continue to grow? Will he go down? I mean, what's going to happen? Because we still need to figure out that this is our quarterback.
Facts. Trent, I'm gonna say no. That's a retread. He's already been here. That's a retread.
I'm good. I'm starting.
Miss B, what's up? What's good? Waiting on you to get back on YouTube. Go ahead, Chris.
As soon as Stark become a head coach, all of a sudden you're gonna hear Kirby coming to the NFC South. I'm good.
No, no.
What's good,
But
Miss
yeah,
B?
yeah. But you just gotta start thinking outside the box. You just got to. Yeah. And yeah, Tremel, I agree. Season been over for a minute. I ain't had no
Yeah,
trust after that.
for a minute, man.
Nah, Hugh Jackson, I wouldn't want Hugh Jackson. He stayed in Cincinnati far too long and he didn't do nothing. And I agree, there are no college coaches. Give me a veteran NFL coach, man, every day, twice on Sunday.
Yes.
But
Yes. I don't
you
want
got
no new
anything else you
guy.
want to add before we let the people in the
Uh,
chat for a minute?
I mean, at the end, I mean, sure, we can definitely let them in, but also I gotta say, I have been one of the biggest supporters of Natron Brooks. But today, Natron, what in the world were you doing holding that ball like a loaf of bread? It looked like Holmes just said boop and it popped right out. That was what I was going to say earlier. I feel like that was one of the game-changing moments
Oh,
because
absolutely.
they just scored and then you're coming down, you know what I'm saying, and you drop that fumble.
Yep.
Like that.
Hey, I agree. How Natron was playing today, you might have had to cut the rookie out there. Honestly,
bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I would have gave Kobe some more.
Mike McCarthy is an interesting one. Offensive wise, it would be a good hire, but I would say his last 3 years in Green Bay and his time in Dallas, I honestly think I think it just done passed him by. I mean, I'm willing to try anything, but Mike McCarthy, I don't think he has that dog in him, man. He's a damn good play caller. I give him that. Right. But as far as having that mentality that I'm looking for, Ben Johnson was another one. Ben Johnson was another one. He has the Bears at 73, and we talking about a team that might develop. Dak Prescott should definitely get some consideration. But Alberto, I did say he has an excellent offensive mind. Mm-hmm. But as far as leader of men, I kind of question that one. Clint Kubiak, another good one. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, I got a question, like, okay, how do you guys feel about the Raheem press conference? Like, with the whole, it's no such thing as a losing team, it's a losing record, or I mean, it's a losing leader, and all this stuff like that.
See, but bro, this is what I've been telling you. His ego won't let him take accountability for that. It took him all the way to 11 weeks to say he messed up. How many games have we lost? 7,
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
This your first time saying you liable for what's been going on.
At the end of the day, bro, being liable for what's going on, I'm just overhearing the same stuff over and over. I need action. I'm sick of the good intention. Okay, I'm sick of the excuses. I'm sick of just being complete ass-tastic as an organization. Bro, for real, it's just tiring. I'm not fit to go on a rant or anything. I'm just illustrating exactly what's been going on with the Atlanta Falcons for the last 8 years for whatever reason. Because we can list them all you want to. Salary cap, do this, do that. But my thing is fans.
But they done that. They done done that. Terry Fontenot has done a damn good job putting this team together. He done did a damn good job. And the sad part is he might end up being the one getting cut, and he ain't even do nothing. Appreciate the donation, Demar. Appreciate you, my guy.
Yes.
But go ahead, Chris.
They tripping about
I saw that ass tastic. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
You got a new word. That's a new word.
We're not fantastic.
That's a word.
We're not.
Hey, y'all, that's a word.
Yeah, bro. We gotta add that to the English language for real, bro, because that's where we are right now.
That's a word. But we're gonna let William in right quick. Talk to us right quick. William, what's up?
What's up, Will?
What's going on, fellas? I ain't gonna be out quick. I'm heading to work, man. But like I said, man, I'm on the way to work. Oh yeah, I am. But man, overall, man, Smitty Smith, Sport Machine, and A1, y'all be hitting the key point. It's coaching, bro. It's coaching. And I feel like why y'all start running the ball to Tyler Algier? The man be eating constantly 2 weeks in a row.
Man,
And
I don't know what he be doing, Will, man. When
and
it
and
seems
my
like
thing is, I
he
know
had what
that
3 carries? He had
Ellis
what 3 carries?
Ellis, yeah,
Ooh,
2 weeks, no, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks in a row that Tyler Algier was going off, and they stopped feeding him the ball for some reason on third downs.
And Tyler
But
Algier scored a touchdown today.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they got to man. This all season they got to do some clean house, man. But all I'm gonna say is, man, the defense they played good. I feel like Kobe Bryant should have played more than whatever his name, Brooke
Neutron.
Neutron, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Nature. Mm-hmm.
When nature and whatever dude is, I feel like they should have benched him after he had formed the ball. The defense was tired, man. They gave up, and Jesse Bates was getting frustrated because
man,
he,
Will almost
yeah,
40 minutes again today.
yeah,
Yep.
Almost,
37.
almost 40 minutes.
yeah,
37.
yeah,
I'm
man.
telling you, you
I,
can't
I
do
feel
that.
I feel like overall issue, no more excuses. Raheem should be already fired in the season, and I think, and it start from Rich McKay. I understand Rich McKay been part of the team, but like I'm agree with you, Smith Smith. Until Arthur Blank Gross improved, he held down the hey Rich McKay. I appreciate you being my partner for 21 years, but it's time for me to go my own separate ways and let somebody let Terry Fontenot get that extension and pick the head coach, bro. Because Terry did his job, he gave him the groceries. It just they couldn't deliver. Raheem and Zach Roberts couldn't do the groceries. I mean, they couldn't cook it. They couldn't put nothing together. No pasta, no guacamole, no nothing. So
Facts.
man, yeah, man. To me, man, it's on a clean house. And like I say, like you say, Carolina was a good team this year. I had and it makes them, but I still don't see Carolina winning like being a wild card this year. And Chicago looking good. Looking what we doing with Ben Johnson. These 7-3. We missed all these candidates. No, not Mike McCarthy, but like you say, Ben Johnson. I know he wasn't gonna come here. We had Verbal. We not missed out, but Rich McKay. He's the man in charge. He the always one always do the hiring. So I think Terry should make the decisions all season, see who we want as his head coach.
Right,
And clean
right.
house.
I agree.
Clean house
I
is
agree.
whole coach staff, man. I'm out, man, fellas. Y'all have a good one.
All right, we appreciate you, my guy.
All right.
Yeah, but we've been saying that, Chris. How long have we been saying that? God knows too long. But
Man, over and over
Chris,
again. I feel like that
Berto said, watch
said,
your
watch my
profanity.
profanity. Yeah, I feel like, man, I'm listening to that doggone Tim McGraw song with Nelly. As I over and over again. That's all it is, bro. Over and over again.
Same
And
thing.
it's just something has to give, okay? Because Falcon fans deserve more than what we are getting. I understand that you're trying. Try harder. You're not trying or something.
He ain't
It's
gonna
just
do
like
no
the end of
good.
the
He ain't
day,
gonna do no good. But maybe
bro.
B, we don't expect him to say nothing at this point. I expected him a month ago to take accountability for what's been going on. That's all. If he ain't gonna take responsibility for what's been going on, he ain't no leader man. Just keep it real with you.
At the end of the day, man, like I mean, I get what she's trying to say about what do you expect them to say, but it's been a it's been a it's been a toilet bowl for weeks now, off and on.
Weeks,
We just been trying to coast
weeks,
along, coast along.
weeks.
If you've been watching the games now for weeks,
Right.
we just been coasting along. Okay, we can get this win. Okay, we can get this win. And we're finding new ways to lose underneath this leadership regardless. My thing is we
Ain't
need
no new way to
action
lose. They
and
just keep losing the same fashion. Ain't no new way. They just keep doing it over and over, repetitive. And
okay,
it's
a
the
new
same
week.
thing.
So I guess that's really what I mean. A new week. We're doing it a
Right.
new way or the
Yeah,
same way.
new week, same shit, pretty much. JP, talk to us right quick, man.
Different toilet.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Man. I'm in front of my son, so this gonna be a clean. This gonna be clean. You know, we gonna keep it clean. Like Berto said, we gonna watch that profanity. But
Okay. No problem.
listen, man, listen. When you say Desmond Ritter, you got to put Raheem Morris' name in the same infamy. He's in the same box now. Desmond Ritter was the worst quarterback I've seen in the Falcon uniform myself. What I seen.
I actually
Morris is
seen
the
something
worst.
worse than that. Believe me, I've been a
Okay.
fan a long time, so I've seen something worse. But go ahead.
Raheem Morris, the worst coach I seen in the Falcons on the sideline. The worst. So when I put,
I got one for that one too. But go ahead.
I mean, I know we're gonna talk about I'm supposed to say Rick Pitino, but the coach that quit on us,
Bobby Petrino.
Bobby Petrino. But man, with all of the expectations, man, with all of the love and the culture hire that we put behind his back, this is an unmitigated disaster. This is a disaster. And we thinking about new coaches, but it's like, who, if you're going off of what we did last year, right? And you a new coach, and you say, man, I got options to go anywhere. Why would the Falcons be on your list as one of the best options? I mean, it just looks bad. It looks horrible, man. What is your boy doing? I'm sorry, Smitty. Why do we not go for a touchdown, man? Why do we settle? I feel like we settled, man. That we got the ball at the 50
We've been
yard
doing
line.
that all season. That's what I'm saying.
We got the ball at the 50 yard line.
Key. Situation play calling is key, man. And it just seemed like from Arthur Smith all the way up to right now, situation play call has been a problem. Because before that game last week, well, let's say the last two games before this one, had they really thrown towards the end zone? No, they haven't.
We weren't getting the end zone.
Right.
We're at the bottom of the league when it comes to scoring offense.
What took y'all so long to figure out how to use y'all weapons in the red zone? That's lack of preparation. There's lack of accountability. There's lack of teaching in the film room. That's just a lack of everything, and that just lets you know if they can't prepare week in and week out, that lets you know he's not the right guy for the job. If they come out every single week starting slow, being flat, and the last 2 weeks it's been complete opposite. They came out fast, putting up points, but second half same problem. Can't adjust to what's going on. But the other team is adjusting. Bryce Young, and I know, Bryce Young should have never threw for 448 yards.
This is
he just had 120 something last
week. This is a little kid playing football. This is a little child playing NFL football. My son is 7, and he finna be bigger than Bryce Young, man. It's no way.
I got a crazy stat for y'all.
We're giving Bryce Young so much resurgence, man.
Hold on, JP. Go ahead, Chris.
I got a crazy stat for y'all. No team. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But we are the first yet again. No team in the NFL has gone on a 3-game span, having 18 sacks and lose.
Boy.
And
just remember, just last year,
has ever done it. Got 18 sacks in 3 games and lost every one.
Think about this though, Chris. I'm glad you brought that up because think about this. It took us to week 9 last year to get 9 sacks.
Right.
Think about that. And we got 18 in 3 games.
We're close to 40 sacks. I think we're right there like at 38, 39, something like that, as far as like sacks this year.
I got a crazy stat too. Like, and this is one just from experience. This ain't even been published yet. I'm giving y'all some. I'm giving y'all something off the top of my head right now. Don't we have our last 3 coaches have went on 5-game losing streaks?
I think so. Yeah.
5, at least 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, Dan Quinn, because we started 5-0, and Dan Quinn first season. And I think we lost 4 or 5 straight before we won another game. And we finished the season, I think, 8-8, if I'm not mistaken.
Then so we went 4-5 before we fired him.
Right.
So he did that
twice. He did it twice.
You know what I'm saying? Then you had Arthur Smith, but I know we had a bad roster, but it still happened. But
I give Arthur Smith credit for fighting with what a little bit of he had to work with. Because you got to think, his first year, he had an agent Julio. Grady, to me, was going downhill at that point. Matt Ryan was over the hill. His arm had turned to a chicken tender. So, what did he have? What did he have?
Arthur Smith is up there in Pittsburgh just smiling right now, man.
I mean, he got the right to do that.
Right now, he is the fourth best offensive play caller in the league.
JP,
right now.
you got something else for it, man? We got a crowded back room.
No, sir,
He
man.
popping in left and right.
Hey, ho, ho. Raheem
Arthur
Morris.
Raheem got to go. Low said best. Hey, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Y'all be good, man.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you.
Thank you for coming on, man, as always. Thank you, everybody, for popping in, you know what I'm saying? We really do appreciate it.
Come on now.
He said, hey, listen. Wait a minute.
Come on now.
Wait a minute, Miss B. You can't say that.
I see you typing, man. You're going to jump in that back room. The link in the chat.
Miss B, you can't say that. You can't say that. Truth. Shoot. I said it because my thing is we haven't. But let me give Terry just a little grace because this you do have to grow into your role. I get it. And really, the past 2 seasons, because you got to throw Brandon Dorless and all of them in there too. Zach Harris, you got to throw those guys in there because this year they're really turning the corner. So you got to give them their credit for that.
But Chris, think about this though.
Terry has done his thing.
Look at what Terry has done with his hands being tied.
Yeah,
that's the part that gets me because I'm telling you,
salary cap with the salary cap and everything. Yeah,
not only
but
that,
at the end of the day, Smitty,
go ahead.
I'm just saying though, Smitty, that just hear me out though. And this ain't got nothing to do with person. I like Terry Fontenot. I want Terry to be here, but that's how I personally feel. Let me step outside of that. At the end of the day, you hadn't won nothing. At the end of the day, regardless of you cleaning up the salary cap, you still had bad draft picks. At the end of the day, your last 2 years have been good, but still not winning.
I'm glad
and
you
in
said
what league? Hold on. In what league
Man.
do you get 5-6 years of no winning and keep a job? Go ahead, tell me. In what league?
I'm finna counter that right here. And this goes right back to the most important position in sports. The reason why I said Terry Hands was tied, he didn't hire Arthur Smith.
He did.
He damn sure didn't hire Raheem Morris. That was Arthur Blank all the way. And then when Raheem got here, what does he do? He goes out and wants to get his boy Kirk Cousins, who you remember from Washington. Right. And think about this too. When I said Terry Hands was tied, Michael Penix was not a Terry Fontenot draft pick. They went up to Washington. Arthur Blank said, I want that kid right there. So that's an Arthur Blank pick. And you put Raheem in that spot to coach that kid, knowing damn good and well he couldn't do it.
Facts.
So how can you blame Terry for those 2 blunders at the quarterback position?
Because
his hands was tied.
The optics of it. It's the optics of it. Again, I've already said before I even went into my rant, I want Terry here. I'm on Terry's side. I think overall, has he had some bad times? Heck yeah. But he's had better times and he has some good, especially the last 2 years. I got to talk up for Terry, especially for the salary cap and especially for the last 2 years. And to your point, Smitty, but personally, it's not me. I'm just going back to the track record in the NFL. Losing seasons after losing seasons. How do you keep your job? How do you keep your job of 6 losing seasons, 5 losing seasons? How do you do that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But the thing is, man, if I'm Terry, I wouldn't have took the job if I knew my hands was gonna be tied like that. I would have been stepped down. To keep it real with you. Ms. Carey, thank you for the update. She said Rap Sheet just said Prince is gonna likely miss some time. Which means this we're going into week 12, so game number 11. We might not even see him no more this season. Let's just keep it real. We might not. And again, like I told Chris before the show started,
I'm with you. Smart Rod. I am with you. I promise you I am.
Yeah.
Yes, he is not in full control, but that's also another reason why they can clip him. You feel
that's
me?
true.
Hold on, let me change that. Another reason why they can fire him. Yeah, let me change that. Another reason why they can fire him. I'm just saying, bro. Like we've seen the legends of scapegoating. We've seen people
Yeah,
get
yeah, they
scapegoated.
good at it. They good
So
at
I'm
it.
just saying, that's all I'm just saying. Smitty, just hear me out on that. That's all I'm saying. I don't think Terry deserves to get fired, but I'm just saying the optics of it. What can we do?
Nothing. Tremaine, what's good, my guy?
What's going on, fellas? Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
can.
That's what's up, man. Well, look, I'm gonna say that, man. I ain't gonna try to figure out, you know what I'm saying? I ain't clean the house and trying to fix. Look, man, it's to me personally, this is just me personally, right? I think it's some kind of collusion going on in the front office. You know what I mean? To me, what starts, you know what I'm saying, like everything that's going on the field. It's some type of it's something that's not right in that front office, bro. Because ain't nowhere in the hell, excuse my language, Berto. Ain't
Watch your
nowhere in the
profanity.
hell, ain't nowhere in the hell we losing these games, man. It's something that's going on with the Atlanta
Tremaine,
Falcons that ain't
let me
right,
just tell
man.
you, I'm gonna tell you just like I've been telling everybody the last 2 months. The biggest problem is Arthur Blank and Rich McKay.
They
It's the
gotta
same
go,
thing
man.
like what's going on in Dallas with Jerry Jones and Steven Jones. When you hire a
It's got
GM, you let them do their job. And I'll give you a perfect example. The Philadelphia Eagles, for years, their owner, Jeffrey Lurie, had his hand dipping in everything until he found a GM that he could trust to make the right moves. Starting
Jerry
back in
Jones.
20, starting back in 2015, when they when I think they when did they draft Carson Wentz? 2016, when they drafted Carson Wentz. That was their GM very first season. He said he was going to go out and get a quarterback, and Carson Wentz was that guy before he tore his knee up in that Rams game. And ever since
Right.
that game, it was downhill. But my point of saying that is this: when you're the owner, you hire somebody and put them in the right spot. It's just like a general manager at a regular 9-to-5 job. If they're doing everything they need to do the right way, the bottom line is going to always be right. So ever since that first draft pick with Carson Wentz, very next year Super Bowl.
Right. Until they get that
4 years
fixed,
after
until
that,
they
another Super Bowl, and 2 years after that, another Super Bowl. So what are they doing right now, the Philadelphia Eagles? They just keep rotating and bringing in talent, finding draft picks and just bringing in talent. So when you let your GM do his job and the way he wants to do it and the way he sees it, I mean that's a recipe for a win. Because guess
we
what? As
got
I
the right
told y'all,
GM though. We got the right
but the
GM.
thing is, we got the right GM. We just don't have the right people to back him up in the front office. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's
Look at,
where it starts.
but
That's
look,
where it starts.
but the
Trinity.
reason why he
People
probably
got to
got the
look
job.
beyond.
Hold
People
on.
got to
Go ahead,
look
go ahead,
beyond
Go
what's
ahead. Finish your
happening
point.
on the
Finish
field.
your point.
People
finish your
got to.
point. Go ahead.
My bad. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you good. You good.
People
Finish
got
your
to
point.
look
No, we want you to
beyond.
finish your point.
People got to look beyond what's happening on the field, man. It's not what's happening on the field. It's in that front office, man. I'm telling you, man. That's where it all. We done had all these losing seasons, right?
Right.
Why? We done had different coaches. Why is this happening all the time, constantly? Why are we constantly losing? We winning in the first half. Man, it'll give you a heart attack. It should have given you a heart attack.
I just
You
feel like
winning
we're a bad
just like the Super
organization.
Bowl. The Super Bowl. We up 28-3, right? Man, I'm drinking. Boy, I know I'm finna fuck good tonight. Excuse my language. I know I'm about to get busy tonight.
Oh,
Man,
man.
after that, I don't even want to do nothing. I'm just saying, man, bro, it's a catastrophe, bro, every season. It's not what's going on the field. It's what's going on in that front office, man. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
Mike,
got
I
to be
give you
what's
your credit,
going on in
man.
the front office.
Mike, I give you your credit. You did say Raheem wasn't nothing. I got to give you credit on that one. You've been saying that for like the last 8 months, so I give you credit on that one. But
Raheem
yeah,
Morris, man. Raheem Morris, man. Hey, I love him as a person, man, but he
But
doesn't
bro,
he doesn't know how to run. He's not a leader of men, man. He doesn't know how to run an organization, man.
Right.
I mean, a football team. He doesn't. He just don't have the capacity to do it.
Where is it? I'm trying to find that doggone comment because I wanted to. Well, he was speaking about Thomas Dimitroff, but my thing is, we had winning seasons under Thomas.
We had winning season and Arthur Smith, not Arthur Smith, Mike Smith.
But Thomas Dimitrov had more control than Terry Fontenot had.
Way more control.
Yeah,
and it shows because every press conference, Thomas Dimitrov was there.
Mm-hmm.
But when Raheem Morris got hired, Terry Fontenot was nowhere to be found.
Remember, they had Terry saying, "Oh, he had to help out with people having a life change and people getting fired, people getting moved around. He had to help out with that." And I'm like, why is he helping out with that?
That was cold for mind your damn business. That was cold for.
Let me ask y'all fellas this. So Michael Penix out for the season?
He gonna miss some time.
Out for the season.
They say he gonna miss some time. They may this is game number 11 they going into. So if he was to get put on IR, he'll be back week 15 or week 16, one or the other.
Well, the season's over anyway. But let me ask y'all fellas this right quick. I'm finna get off, man. Don't y'all find it funny that Kirk Cousins was asking for a trade, and he looked like trash on the field?
Tremere word was around the league, and I read in many articles that a lot of GMs think he washed up anyway.
He is.
So that's why they didn't trade him. That's why they didn't trade him.
Nobody don't want you, big dog.
Yeah, he been blackballed, to be honest.
Yeah, because he been doing all that foul stuff, man. Like, man, this organization, man, it's in ruins, man. And I don't know what we gonna do to make it right, bro. I can't come up with no kind of predictions or what to make it right, bro. I'm just at the end of the day, I'm still repping my team, man. But bro, we are terrible.
It's just time for a new way of thinking, man. That's all.
Better, bro. We deserve
terrible, bro. We worse than the Saints. I think we gonna get beat by the Saints, bro.
No, I mean we did last year. They were 1-7.
Nail in the coffin.
We did last year. They were 1-7. Regardless,
we terrible, man.
We missed kicks that game. Oh, it was just we find again. We'll find a way to win. I mean, lose. I wish we could find a way. Goddamn. I'm sounding like Raheem Morris. Let me shoot my ass.
It's like, why we can't be like the teams who find a way to win, like Pittsburgh or goddamn the Chiefs or like
that's an easy answer. That's an easy answer. They got structures. They got structures.
Yeah. Right.
They got a blueprint and they stick to it.
You're right. Man, kudos. You're right, bro. You're right. But look, man.
So what does that sound like to you, though, fam? That sounds like we are a bad organization.
Yeah, we terrible, man. We don't have, like Smitty said, we don't have no structure. We don't have no order of, you know what I'm saying? Like no kind of.
We don't have no foundation.
No foundation. No. Who's the leader? Who's the leader after him? Who's the leader after him? No kind of structure, man. No kind of structure. People are not holding people accountable. It's just crazy, man. Like, bro, how the hell you got confidence in this dude when he calling all kind of foolish stuff?
Yeah.
Man, are you looking at the games like the
that's ego,
bro?
That ego.
Man, this dude should have been gone last year. And man, I'm not gonna get emotional about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. They both should have been gone at the same time.
Facts.
Let's go Hawks.
Go Hawks. The Hawks got. All right, who room for Jalen Johnson?
Oh, you know it's me over here.
When they picked him, I said they got a top 5 pick at number 19.
Hey, Trey Young, you better step your game up when you come back. You better step your game up. You got a young Thundercat behind you when we ain't playing.
Nah, man. JJ is definitely I'm glad that's why I was so glad we locked him up that 5-year, $150 million, because you just imagine if he's gonna be an all-star this year, he stays healthy.
Yeah.
So you were definitely
a great move, man.
That's honestly select. That's
he
what
becomes an
good
all-star,
GMs do.
if he becomes
Yes,
an
sir.
all-star, this gonna be his team. And I hate to say that.
It is his team. It's his team right now. All he got to do is like when Trey come back, he got to play like it. Like this, my squad, dog. You can do what you do, but this my team. He got to claim it. He can't bow down to Trey when Trey come back because I love Trey, but he cannot. Jalen got this shit, man. You got to let him get the team, man.
We're gonna see
True.
when Trey comes
Can't
back,
argue with
man.
that.
I'm thinking it's
We
gonna be
definitely
about
see.
another. I'm thinking it's gonna be about another month before Trey may come back for real, but we'll see. We'll see. But,
Agreed.
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, man, we
But
still
look,
got
man,
some folks in the back, man. We
that's
gonna
what's up, man. Y'all boys got to handle your business, man. I'm still listening.
hey man, we
Appreciate
appreciate
you,
you
man.
coming on and giving your thoughts, brother.
Salute.
Yes,
No
sir.
doubt. Yeah, man. I mean, look, Miss B, come on, jump in the chat, man. Come on, jump on the panel.
No talking about
We,
boy, she
we
is
want
going
to hear y'all
out
thoughts. You
right
just
now.
going in. You just
She
going
going
in.
in
Yeah, I agree
right
with
now.
you. Yeah, that players got to execute. Absolutely. Because we've been talking about Darnell Mooney for the last 3 weeks. That dude got hand like what they call it stuff, Pam, that stuff that go to no stick pen and slip off your fingers and shit. That what his hands like, Pam. Yeah. And don't get me wrong. Some of the throw pins, they were trash. Just keep it real. But that last throw that he dropped, he should have caught that.
Man.
But before we let somebody else get this comment, at some point, Smitty and Tip, there's no point in doing the pregame or postgame shows. Damn it.
Said go ahead and start previewing the 2026 season. There's nothing to talk about in 2025 anymore. Man, there's still plenty to talk about, man. You know.
Yeah. I can keep talking about them because one thing about it, y'all keep talking, I'm gonna keep getting views, so just let them keep losing. The more they lose, the more views I get. Yeah, I'm being selfish this time because hell, if they don't want to capitalize here, I'm gonna capitalize. Let's get it. That's very true though, my brother. That's very true.
Make sure that
Bird game
start in the second.
Facts. Dirty Bird game. You in there?
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm in there. Can y'all hear me all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
Hey, man.
Hold on. Hold on. Maybe you ain't finna get away that easy. He go to link right here.
Get her in there. I see she was letting loose. Go on, get her in
here. You ain't finna get away that easy.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get her up here.
Yes,
but go ahead, Dirty Bird.
Hey, we know. Let's get it, Sean. We know you just messing with us, man. We know.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Dirty Bird.
Hey, man, ain't nothing but the same old record being played, man. Just you come out the first half, you looking good. Like you say, the last 2 games, you start off kind of quick, then you just find a way to lose at the end. That's bringing up the old Falcons. And I just can't look at more than just coaching, man. Just the body language on the sideline. Just ever since that Miami game, and y'all been saying it. And I told my partner at work, I said, man, since that Miami game, man, they done quit. They done lost faith in Raheem Morris.
But anybody, I don't care who you are. If you feel like you got a good roster that should be one of the top in the NFL, and at some point you just get to the point where we play on a 1-17, 1-16, we should win, and you go out and show that you unprepared and lose by 3 touchdowns, that's unacceptable. Because at the end of the day, the players gonna look at you and say, "Hey, we were supposed to win this game. Why did we come out looking so bad? Why? Because you didn't prepare good enough during the week." And him not preparing the last month and a half lets me. Well, I think we started out with 2-2. So it lets me know ever since that 2-2 start.
You gotta think about it.
Come out unprepared. All the rest of the game leading up to now.
Our last win was against Buffalo, man. We was 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. My bad. You're right.
So it seems like after same stuff against Carolina. You came out totally unprepared and they punched you in the mouth. And this go around, and I heard a lot of people saying Todd Monken. Todd Monken is an experienced coordinator from Baltimore. I think he'll
leaving Baltimore for Atlanta.
But I told somebody that's a damn. So he would fit good. But the question is, who want to come here and deal with all this mess?
Right. Right.
Cause we ain't got no structure, you know. It's just from
And that's the whole point, Dirty Bird. That's the whole point. If your organization has the right structure, you should be able to get them pick and pull whenever you get ready. Look at what the Eagles doing. Look at what the Steelers been doing for years. Look at what the Ravens been doing. Look how bad the Ravens playing this year. The Ravens pick and pull probably 3 to 4 players. They back to being a playoff team.
right.
And
You know,
that's good structure and good foundation.
I mean, look at Denver right now. They just finding ways to win, and they winning by 2 points.
I was about to say, and they are so boring to watch, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
But think about this too, Chris. They just changed only 2 years ago. They just brought in a whole new front office, everything, and you know what? They letting Sean Payton build that team just the way he wants to. Just like we talked about with Mike Vrabel. See, that's the thing. When you have a coach that has a vision in place and knows what they want to do, and they go out and get the type players that fit their system and not what the ownership wants, these are the type results that you get.
Exactly, man. Because and that's the reason why Rich McKay, Arthur Blank, he's gonna have to make a decision, you know, because as long as you got your yes men up there and you're not gonna let your GM come in and pick his own coach and let his coach build his staff and what he want to do, it's gonna be the same broken record every time, man.
Yeah,
you know, I ain't got change. I ain't got much. Cause I know y'all got some people in the back, but my whole thing is that, you know, we just a bad organization right now, and it's been that way, and ain't nothing gonna change still.
Yeah, but it'll change in due time if the right person come in here. It just need one right person that ain't scared to speak their mind, and Bill Belichick would have been the perfect guy.
And I'm gonna tell you, the nail in the coffin, just like how y'all said, we got the Aints game next week. There's our arch rival. If you can't get them players up for that game,
it's over.
It's over.
Auntie Georgia said, "Burn it all down." I agree with it.
Again, man, like I again said it on the preview. You can't let the Carolina Panthers come in here and essentially put mathematically a nail in your coffin.
Yeah, after they blew you out 30, and that's a mental lapse. They ain't gonna never be the same.
And I'm not saying that the team didn't give effort. I'm not saying the team hasn't given effort all season long. But at the end of the day, it's just not good enough. And we're in a league to where winning is essential.
And you gotta find ways to win games like this. And y'all don't. And I was telling my people at work, y'all don't think the Aints gonna be up for coming down here and really beating us,
bro. They
really
making it work. Ready to throw the salt in the wound. They are ready to. We got the Panthers fans that's dancing right now. We got the Aints fans that's coming in saying, "Well, we just beat them, and they just beat y'all. So what you think we gonna do?" Like, I don't have people in my comments ever since we've been losing, like just popping in regularly here and there, just saying, "Oh, just wait." Who are Aints fans talking about? "Oh, just wait till what we gonna do to you." Like what? Like you that confident 2 and 3 games out?
And they won 2 games. We don't want 1 game more than they have. But the thing about them, they playing like they don't give a shit. Yeah, that's what it is. They ain't got nothing to lose, so they playing like it. And the thing about it, that kind of stuff rub off on whoever they got coming in, and that shows that the rookie head coach that they do have, he's a rookie. It shows that he has confidence in what he's doing. And we got a veteran coach, and he ain't got confidence in nothing but to sit up and smile and chew gum. That's about it.
Well, Raheem Morris is what he get though for bringing in unexperienced guys.
Right.
You see how it's showing right now. But all right, fellas.
Hey, appreciate you, Dirty Bird. Appreciate you as always, my guy.
Yes, sir.
2 seasons down, y'all. We'll see what happens moving forward. That's really all we. Only thing we in right now is wait and see mode. Kane, what it do?
Rich, what's up, man?
Place, y'all.
Man,
I see you hiding in the closet. What's up, man?
Hey,
why you hiding in the closet?
Richie. Now there was a podcast that you did once upon a time, and I remember watching it. I think it was your first one, and you said, "Boy, sometimes you be in that dark room." Me and Smitty are not on camera because we are both in that dark room.
Man, I'm in that dark room because see, I keep going back to what I told Smitty in one of his podcasts at the beginning of the season. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even the beginning of the season, it was the off season when we kept talking about everybody talking about this player need to be ready and that player need to be ready. What I told you, Smitty.
Yeah, you kept saying it.
I'm not worried about the players.
Worry about the coaches.
I'm worried about the coaching staff because
Yeah.
you brought in 2 first-year experienced people with a rookie quarterback that don't know the game yet. He knows
Yeah.
the college game. He doesn't know the NFL game.
You need somebody to
And
develop. Absolutely.
and I do want to say this before I go in further. There will be no more Terry slander. And you want to know why? Because I literally watched Arthur Blank say out of his mouth there was no way we was giving Terry the keys the first 2 years. Terry didn't have no say so at all. He just got a little
that's
say
why
so
we at where
this
we at right
draft.
now. That's why we at where we at right now. That
We
right
That's
there.
why I
just
said
got
what I said
Terry.
earlier too about
No,
him
listen,
the last 2 seasons.
because
He's
truth
gotten
be
better.
told, if Terry would have got his way, guess who'd have had Justin Fields?
We would have.
Because Terry been wanted a quarterback. Arthur Smith outranked them and got a, because see, real quick, people don't understand how our organization is structured. We're not structured like a football organization. We're structured like a conglomerate. A bunch of LLCs put together to form a C Corp, which is Voltron. Or if you remember, at one time we had damn near 10 GMs working for us.
Yeah, we had about 5 executives at one point. I remember that.
So basically what I'm saying is this is not structured like a normal football organization. It's more structured like a shareholder type of thing. That's why Raheem keeps saying it's a committee. He may not even have full control.
Nah, because his son actually calling more shots than he is now. But at the end of the day, if it's a certain player that he want in the draft, that's who he gonna go get because that's who he want on his team.
Yeah.
Because if you remember back in the day, and it was right around the time Vic got in trouble. When Megatron came out, he tried everything he could to go up the board and get Calvin Johnson, but they wanted way too much for him, so he just settled for whatever. And then Julio came out, a couple years after that. So, he's always been that guy to go and swing for the fence, and I get that part. But you got to look at this as a team and just not as a one person thing. And because I'm telling you, it was Arthur Blank the reason why Julio was here for so long. I guarantee you, Tommy Dimitrov wanted to trade Julio Jones, but he couldn't.
See that's what leads into my next point about Terry, because see, I'm gonna tell you, when bruh said he feel there's some shimmying going from the top, I can believe it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't think that Terry wants Zach Robinson. I'm just gonna put this out here.
That was all Raheem Morris.
So at this point here, see, first of all, I'm gonna tell you why Terry's safe. Terry's safe because of the way our organization is structured. Like I said, it's structured more like a shareholders meeting. Right. So that's why Rich McKay always had. Y'all don't understand why he has his hands in it. It's not because of what you think. It's because we're structured like a company with shareholders.
Right.
So you're
that's
getting
the reason why his position got changed.
That's not even structured as a football team. It's structured as a real C Corp type business.
I get what
you're saying. Incorporated
I get what you're
type
saying,
building.
But see, that's the thing with the NFL. You can't be like that in the NFL. That don't even work in Major League Soccer. That only works in I could say college football, because let's be real, boosters run these universities. So in college that could work because of boosters, but in the pros that's not gonna work. I don't care who in the front.
That's what I was gonna say about Terry. I don't think Terry. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this. I'm gonna just be honest with you. This team got up because they got their ass whooped last time. Sorry, Berto. but they got their ass whooped last time
Everybody keeps saying sorry, Berto.
That's what I'm wondering.
because he posted a comment
Yeah, talking
talking
some
about
Watch
watch my profanity.
Yeah,
Man,
that
yeah,
is,
we've been
you gonna have
ass.
to get that on a t-shirt now, I guess.
Yeah.
What was the comment?
We've been ass-tastic. Shoot.
Yeah,
Oh.
that one too.
Oh. Okay.
and,
He's
and, and
like,
see,
yeah, that's a new one on me. I ain't heard
Hey,
that
Rich,
one.
hey,
Yeah,
Rich, you got.
bro.
Hey, Rich, I got somebody in the back.
see,
That
I
finna come
know
up
it.
and
That's
talk.
what I was
You
finna
got.
say.
You
I'll
got
go back to the comments.
Okay, appreciate you, my guy. You know what it
All
is. That's my guy, Richie, man. We got to welcome in Miss B. She been hiding from us. Miss B, what's good?
Hey, y'all, you can hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Okay. What's up, y'all? Long time
That
no
much.
see.
I know.
Oh yeah, we've been waiting on you to come back to YouTube for 2
Yeah.
years.
Okay,
Miss
look.
B been keeping the chat hot.
And I have.
Okay.
Come on, talk to us, Miss B.
So first thing I gotta say, yes, I was in the chat, but first of all, the Rich McKay, I'm getting tired of hearing that. Cause to me, it don't explain anything about this team, in my opinion. Like, it is what it is with him. I think like that's just not gonna change. The Terry Fontenot, like, I like Terry Fontenot. He's good. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if just say Raheem did get fired, that's going to be a third coaching staff that he's under, and he has no winning season or nothing like that. I mean, Dimitrov had winning seasons, the Super Bowl, stuff like that. So, like, I like Terry, but like, if you're gonna burn it down thoroughly. Like,
yeah.
what's the point? Like, you could find another GM that can do as well or whatever like that. I mean, yeah, I just don't see really no point of him staying. That just would be like, no, I don't know. It just wouldn't make sense in my opinion. Now,
Okay, now I get that part right there, and I agree with that. Three coaches in three quick terms. I get that part, but the reason why I say what I say about Rich McKay, and it goes back to what I said earlier. Some people get more leverage than others because Thomas Dimitrov was front and center with everything that they did. With Terry Fontenot, he's stuck behind the scenes and his hands are tied to a certain extent. So if you're the GM and you're not putting the players or the coaches that you want on the field, and you still give them something decent to play with, and you put the right draft picks in place, give us a winning team, but you put the wrong coach in place, I just don't feel like that. That ain't cool. And I get what you're saying about he still got to perform even though his hands tied. But when the owner is basically the owner and West Rich McKay, the CEO, the owner and the CEO are making all the tough decisions. Because like I told you, Michael Penix was an Arthur Blank pick.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins was a Raheem Morris pick. Neither one of them were Terry Fontenot picks because, like Chris said, he wanted Justin Fields a couple years ago. Who did we go get? Kyle Pitts when Jamar Chase was still sitting there. So my only gripe about what's been going on is let the man do his damn job. And then if he screwed up himself and we know he did it, then yeah, you got a right to fire him. And that's true too, Mike Parsons too. So when you look at that from that aspect, I just feel like since his hands tied, yeah, he should probably still get fired because you got to perform. But let him go out on his own will and do it the way he wants to. Because think about it. When he was in New Orleans, who brought in Drew Brees? Terry Fontenot. He was supposed to sign with Miami. He had that busted shoulder. Terry Fontenot said, let's go take a chance on him. They had a discussion. They brought him in. Guess what? One of the best quarterbacks to ever play. Yeah. He was the one who went out and got Marcus Colston because he scouted him. He the one that went out and got these other, players that we never heard of because one thing about him, he can put his blueprint on the team because he goes out and scouts players. Something that a lot of GMs just would never do. And
Right.
that's all I'm saying. He does a lot behind the scenes, not to be able to put his own fingerprints on his team. And that's what bothers me. But I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. I get
So
exactly what you're saying. If he's
yeah, and
not
I
doing his job the way that they think he should do it, yeah, so but at least let him go out on his own terms. That's all I'm saying, Ms. B. But go ahead.
yeah, and I get that too. But like too for him, like if your hands are tied, then you need to say something. Like I mean, and we don't know, right, or whatever. But like to me, I'd be like, look, you need to let me do my job or whatever. I'll be fighting to do my job, especially with us having losing season based upon decisions maybe that y'all made that I didn't really make or whatever
Right.
like that. So I
Mhm.
mean,
Right.
if you don't say nothing, if you just want to sit back and let them do it, then I mean, I don't know. Like I said, maybe you deserve to get fired, and
I'm,
that's just
I'm gonna
what I
tell y'all
think.
something about. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Arthur Blank.
Go
And I
ahead.
didn't directly work for him, but I have worked for one of his companies, and he has no qualms. He don't care who you are. He will put you in the street. And let's just say Terry Fontenot did go up and try to go against the decision that Arthur Blank made.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
He would have felt the same demise that Raymond McLeod felt. He would have felt the same demise that. But and this is the reason why. And this is no disrespect to you, Miss B, and I respect your decision. But this is why everybody is pointing the finger at McKay, right? Arthur Blank don't know nothing about football. Let's get that out there. He is a businessman,
Not
corporation
Nathan.
money man,
Not Nathan. He don't know nothing.
and to have input, yeah, and there was nobody there to influence him except Rich McKay.
Yep.
So to go out and grab Raheem Morris, and it's not Terry Fontenot that brought Raheem here. You know that for a fact.
Fact.
It had to be a collision, a collaborative decision between Rich McKay and Arthur Blank, and that's why everybody is blaming him specifically, because everybody's saying, well, he's not a part of the operational part of the team anymore. He just he's an office man. No, I don't see that. Rich McKay and Arthur Blank have gotten to be peas in a pod. They are both, they know that money part. I think if I'm not mistaken, Rich McKay is an economics man. So he's not going to stray too far from Arthur Blank. And for him to bring Raheem Morris in here, and who's ultimately, and it's obvious, is coaching that has this team where it is. If it wasn't for Terry Fontenot, we would not have a team, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We would not have one.
And
And not only have one, but to have one for the future, because this team is young and they're hungry.
right.
Yeah.
Right. But that
Yeah, I
goes back
mean,
to what I said. That goes back to what I said 2 weeks ago. This goes back to what I said then. When you get of a certain age, it's only certain people you're gonna listen to. And at this point, 82, 83 years old, Rich McKay is only one of the few people that he's gonna even pay attention to.
Yeah.
And y'all can watch his interviews when he on NFL Network and all of that. He lets y'all know he the man in charge, and he speaks like it. So I mean, but if you just want Terry to be the guy to work the payroll, you should just hire him for a different job. You should have brought in another GM that you feel like you can listen to. And this is what pissed me off about not hiring Belichick or Vrabel. They know structure. They could have taught the front office structure. And if you don't have structure in this league, you're not going to win. You can put all the talent on the team you want. But if you don't put the right pegs in the right hole, it's not going to work. And it's a proven fact.
And one thing, if Belichick had came here, one thing he would have done, he would have cleaned everything out from what Terry Fontenot has built. He would have brought his own staff in here. Same thing like he did with Cleveland when he got up there. Cleaned it out. There was nobody left. No remnants of the old staff. Nothing.
Yep. Because look at what Vrabel doing right now in New England. Same thing. He gutting that team out from the rooter to the tutor.
And what I believe, like all the teams that we had at least some kind of contact with, all of them have better records than the Falcons.
Yeah.
Because they know exactly what they want.
More trust. They need to exercise more trust in Terry Fontenot. They really do. I mean, for this man to have this team to where we have it now, as far as personnel, player wise, I mean, the future looks bright. I mean, it really does. The only thing that's suspect right now is coaching and their decisions. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
The players can play. They proved that the last 4 or 5 games of the season last year when Penix came on.
Right.
They proved that they can play.
Yeah, but they're not consistent. They making mistakes. Like, so
I mean, it's a young team. It's a young team, very young team.
Let me ask you this.
So they have to take some blame as well.
I'm not disputing that now at all.
I mean, to me, I don't all the Rich McKay, the Terry Fontenot, like people praise him like he a king. I mean, I guess he did what he do or whatever like that. But on the field, I mean, you can see we got a good team. So I don't know. It's like they not meshing. It's just not coming together. It's silly mistakes like at crucial points of the game. Like it doesn't. I think it is like partially of coaching, but I think at the end of the day, the players, you got to catch the ball, Mooney, dropping 2 to 3 passes, catch the ball, Pitts. Special teams don't muff the punt.
Miss B, it's preparation. That's all it is.
Yeah, preparation.
It's preparation.
It's up to the coaches to get them there.
And the coaches got to get them there for that.
Because look at how they've been playing the last month and a half. After that Buffalo game, the second half of that Buffalo game, it hadn't been right since. And it seems like every single week it's the same thing. Come out, quick start, halftime, fall off. Can't adjust. It seems like the opponent adjusts better than us in what we're doing, but we can't counter because we haven't prepared good enough. Look at Mooney today. Like I said, Mike Penix threw a messed up pass, but he still hit him in the chest, and he should have covered.
He hit him in the chest. Yeah.
And sure, we've had times where we start off slow and then didn't pick nothing up until the second half. So it's still
right.
Yeah.
Preparation.
And the thing is, like perfect example today, we had a perfect game plan going in. Even the line was blocking different. There was a difference. Right. But when the second half came, we went away from that. It's like it's like when teams think they got the game won and they start calling that prevent defense. It seemed like we did that on offense.
All a prevent defense today. Why do we rush?
Yeah.
And then
I don't understand. And that's coaching. Once again, coaching is our downfall.
Well, you know what?
Dorless dropping back in cover should never happen. That was like the first time
right
over this season.
To me, with the game today, with today's game, where I seen like where I was like, what in the world is before halftime? When Panthers had got a little field goal or whatever, and then we got the ball back, and we had made Bijan run it twice, and it was like maybe 20, 30 seconds. I don't know, whatever. They didn't try to like do no throw to try to get like in field goal range to do a field goal. It seemed like at halftime, that's not the only week that at halftime, like we doing some crazy stuff or whatever, but they had them run twice, and I didn't really understand that point. And after that, I was like, and then of course the Panthers got the ball back after halftime, and from there it was just pretty much it. But I didn't really understand that. Did y'all have any questions about that? Because I ain't heard nobody talk about that part.
I mean, my thing is that's been a week-to-week thing as far as like not calling timeouts or not preserving time or not calling the right plays to try to preserve time or get into scoring position. It's just like that's something else that's been going on. That goes back and taps into what you were saying earlier, Ms. B, about the situational play calling, the situational decisions, all that stuff. That's winning the game within the game. You don't do that.
Yeah. And you found out today that Zach Robinson, he can't game management either. Because of that, right before the overtime, we left way too much time on the clock. Way too much. And I don't know what was his game plan going down. I mean, I'm glad we scored, but at the same time, you left way too much time on the clock. That's why I didn't even bother getting up out of my seat. That's
43 seconds. It was left.
That's way too much.
I looked at everybody in the booth and I said, "That's way too much time."
Man.
And look, I'm not gonna pile down on Zach Robinson because Jeff Ulbrich made some brain farts too.
Yeah,
because
he
on
did.
2 third downs, back-to-back weeks, 2 third downs and long, instead of them blitzing and sticking them wet, being getting them to where they at, they jump to a damn prevent defense. Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm baffled by it because if the pass rush is working, and Chris
Yeah.
said it, 18 sacks in the last 3 games. If that's
Mhm.
working for you, and it's 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 15 or whatever, and you drop back and prevent defense, guess what? Soon as the middle of that field open up, the quarterback gonna take off. Why? Because they know they don't have a fast enough linebacker out there to stop them. This is just common sense. This is just what we looking at. So if they do that in back-to-back week, that lets me know they still not preparing like they supposed to. Back-to-back weeks, that cost them the game back-to-back weeks. Because last week it was Daniel Jones, 3rd and 21. He takes off 17 yards down the damn field. Then today, Bryce Young, 3rd and 9, and they got him locked up. As soon as he see that middle of that field open up, what does he do? Take off, run, then just dump the ball off to Trimble.
Yeah.
These things are just common sense.
Who had
last
hit today?
and crazy thing, last week it was tight end both times. Ty Warren last week, Trimble this week. Just common sense.
Yeah. So both Hughes and Alford.
Yeah,
both of them
Alford had a concussion.
Alford has
a concussion.
Yeah. Because I mean, the one thing I didn't like was putting Natron Brooks on Xavier Legette. I get it. We wanted it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I get that we were trying to keep AJ Terrell on T-Mac, but I definitely did not like Brooks on Xavier Legette. That was a total mismatch all the way around. I mean, Brooks can hit. That's what he can do, but his coverage has been suspect since he got here. So, but I mean, because that ate us up so many times. I mean, Legette looked like an all-out John Taylor earlier today. I mean, that was the total mismatch.
Yeah,
I don't know who else we could have.
I kept saying, I was like, wow, now Xavier Legette finally shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about it, if you watch today with AJ Terrell, he was all over the place. One point he was on Tetaroa. One point he was on the tight end. One point he was, on the running back trying to check Hubbard.
Yeah, man.
Like, come on, man, what the hell?
AJ
But the thing is, and Chris will tell you, I've been saying this. If you know you thin at cornerback, why the hell you got the veteran on the prep squad? Go on the elevator in this game. Hell, you just signed him.
Hey,
go on and put the veteran in there.
I can answer that, because and now I'm answering this based off of the track record I have seen from our, recent coaching staff. We didn't want to put too much on him too soon. We wanted to bring him along. He hasn't had anything with the playbook. He's been on the practice squad. Not a lot of live action, et cetera, like that. Did I get it about right?
Yeah, you got it right. You got it right. Yeah. But the thing is, if you're gonna let Natron Brooks mess it up, you might as well just let Kobe Bryant, take it long.
You may as well.
Be honest. Be honest.
And that's all we talked about during preseason was developing players. And what more place you get a development is during the actual game. I mean, like you said, if you're gonna let Natron mess it up, you might as well let Kobe mess it up. Although I don't think Kobe would have looked that bad, but he's just a little thin on the thin side. But other than that,
he was flying around
pretty good.
He was flying around.
He made some plays today. I mean, I know he had that catch toward the sideline, but my thing is that was just a good throw by Bryce. Nothing that bad that Kobe did bad in technique or anything. It was just a better throw.
Yeah. But I mean, that just common sense, man. I mean, I know he got to learn the playbook, but let him take his loss.
Yeah, true that.
Mark, you there?
Mark,
there he is.
That's Mark Chaney, right?
Yeah, Chaney.
Yeah, Mark Chaney.
What's up, Falcons fan?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, just sitting here enjoying the show, man. Just enjoying the show. I definitely agree. And I think Ms. B agrees with this. It is coaching. That's where it starts. I think her point is if you get rid of the coach, you might as well get rid of everybody. Because I think we all agree, like, Terry is solid. I mean, we're not going to sit here and go nit for nat. Like, he's put a solid roster out there. There's young guys flying around. He's made some questionable decisions, but for the most part, we have a solid roster. But I mean, again, if you're going to go get a new coach, why will we continue to trust in somebody that supposedly has no power, and then at the same time we credit him for doing all this great stuff? You know, it just makes no sense. Like,
right.
No, I
But-
definitely feel what you're saying.
But kind of like everybody's saying, I think we all on the same page. You know, the season's over. You know, it's time to go in a clear house. You know, when you really look at the schedule, we really haven't done nothing this whole season. I mean, Minnesota, we caught them early with JJ McCarthy coming back. You know, whoop-de-doo. Then we played Washington, and we beat them with Marcus Mariota. We beat Buffalo coming off the bye week, so that was impressive. You know, we built a little momentum. But then we lose 5 in a row. You know, you get swept by the Panthers. We haven't been able to beat the Panthers in years for whatever reason. And I just
You don't see
can't.
what them jokers did on Twitter, turning
Yeah, I
the
saw
Falcons field into kitty litter.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just,
They using the
I mean,
bathroom on this.
they got every right to do that. I mean, I think
They
we
earned it.
forgot. We
Yeah,
lost to them 30-0. That
yeah,
is a fireable offense. Again,
Yeah.
I cannot stress enough. The whole Kirk was this person and Penix was this person. It doesn't matter. The people that made those decisions are still here. They should not be here anymore.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So that's just where I'm
Okay.
at.
Let me
Now, I would
ask
be
y'all.
surprised.
Let me ask y'all this. And Miss B, Mark, it seems like y'all on the same page. So I'm gonna hit y'all with this, and I talked this about my boy about 2 weeks ago. There was a conversation we actually had about what if they lost and what if they ended up with this and this. We keep talking about fire Raheem. We keep talking about fire Terry. Do y'all know if we fire both of those guys, the new GM and the new coach, they can get rid of Penix, they can get rid of Bijan, they can get rid of anybody they want just to build a team that they want and get the draft picks. Because they gonna deal whoever gonna bring them the most value in the trade.
Yeah.
So when y'all,
Smitty, but here's the thing. Let's talk about this for a quick second because I
Okay,
agree
go
with
ahead.
the point you're making.
Go ahead.
We had Tyler Algier come off his
Mhm.
rookie season and have a pretty solid season under Arthur Smith, and we followed that up by drafting Bijan over Jalen Carter. Here we are now, 4 years later, and now we're looking really dumb. We had a lot of value getting him in the 5th round. Now we're about to lose him for nothing because we had Bijan.
But that goes
To
back
me,
to
that's
what
a
I said earlier.
mismanagement of the roster. That's a mismanagement of your resources. A GM, that is their job, is to manage the resources. And I just think that's a small example of
Mark,
why you need a new GM.
I get exactly what you're saying, my brother, nephew, as I call you. But think about it as this: when have the Falcons ever went after somebody that had problems off the field outside of James Pierce Jr.? Think about that. Who have they went out and got outside of James Pierce with character issues? That was just something new that they tried and it paid off. And I agree because I actually
I'm not
wanted
mad at
Jalen
the
Carter
Bijan
myself.
pick.
But
I'm not mad at the Bijan pick, but what I'm saying is that's a mismanagement because you drafted him at 8. Old boy from Detroit got drafted at 12, and to me, he's just as valuable as Bijan, if not more valuable.
But think about this.
Yeah,
but think about this, Mark. This is what I tell people, man. If you go back and look at that offseason, the way they spent money, they went out and filled every single position but running back. That let me know right there what they had their eyes set on. And then a month before the draft took place, they went down to Texas, talked to Bijan, and when they got to, I think it was pro days, 2 visits there and a visit at the combine. So Bijan was their guy right off top, and they went out to every position but running back. So I get why they picked him, but at the same time, I get what you're saying about Jalen Carter because right now, that's one of our biggest holes on the defensive line and interior defensive line, especially with losing Grady. But they fixed that last year by going out and getting Dorless and Aurora. So I mean, they corrected that mistake. Go ahead.
To me, I don't want to stress about that draft. What I'm saying is because I like Bijan. Like I like Bijan. I still like the player. He's a great player. What I'm saying is these are the people making our decisions. And if you're gonna take someone in the 5th round and get great value, what sense does it make to double down and get a running back at 8? Now that running back better be the best running back.
That's an easy answer. That's an easy answer. I mean, Tyler's a game breaker. I'm sorry, Bijan is a game breaking running back. I don't think Tyler is. Tyler can make plays and Tyler can wear defense down. But when it comes to being a home run hitter, go ahead.
No, because I know you about to say, because you know, I'm saying Bijan is exactly everything you're saying. He is a home run hitter, but we only gave Tyler 1 year. We still don't know what this man can be.
But have you ever thought have you
and remember, Smitty, I'm just saying, hear me out. With Tyler, like, I mean, again, we all love Bijan Robinson. We're just having a conversation. Just at the end of the day, Tyler Algier still broke for 1,000 yards his first season. Tyler Algier still has faster breakaway speed than what he is actually advertised for. We've seen it multiple times. And also, Tyler Algier is the bruiser. Ain't nobody scared of Bijan. They just can't touch him.
Yeah, bro. This is the point I was about to make.
Yeah, who was the quarterback at that time?
Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, we got Bijan.
Big Beast.
Right. We literally had Desmond Ritter and we go get
this is the point I was about to make about the running back position. I get what Tyler did that rookie season, you know, and I thank him for that. But in this league, you have to have 2 backs. It's just the way it is now. There is no more workhorse backs in this league. Even though they're trying to make Bijan out of that, in due time, it's gonna wear him down. Yeah, and just like today, it was mismanagement.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this.
Tyler only had Bijan, 3 for Tyler.
Three. That's what I was just about to say.
That makes sense.
And,
so
and,
my
and
thing
that's
is,
all I'm
what's
saying.
the point of having 2 backs if you only gonna use one anyway, dog?
That's
gonna lose Tyler. Tyler
I'll
be here next year. Why would I come back to this?
Hey, Chris, I'm going to show you exactly why this dual backfield is not working like we're supposed to. Smitty, can you pull that up? That image right there.
I'm not trying to make this a debate about who we should get. What I'm saying is the guy y'all keep praising in Terry Fontenot has made questionable decisions. And if I'm not mistaken, this is last year on his deal anyway. So it's not like we have to fire him. You know, we just won't re-sign him.
Hey, the thing is, you go back to Terry Fontenot's press conference. This is why this system is failing right now. Because of those 2 right there. This is why that system is failing. It's not the players. It's not Terry Fontenot. It's not Jim McKay. Jim McKay. Rich McKay. Rich McKay is all Raheem. But this is why these 2 right here, the buddy system. I appreciate it, Smitty. But look, I'm going to go back to Terry Fontenot and the game plan. And everybody remember his press conference because everybody bought into it. He had a 3-year plan, and he said it was going to be 3 years. He fell short this year because of a decision that was not his, and that was bringing Raheem Morris here to Atlanta.
Right.
But if we had to listen to this man, Terry Fontenot, I don't have a doubt in this world that this team would not be looking like this today. Because I think Terry would have brought in another coach of his choosing that would have benefited the players that he has chosen in this draft. And people might have questioned some of the decisions he made in the drafts. But when you look at the bigger picture, and that man said he had 3 years, in year 3, we do have the team that we need to go play in playoffs. We do have it.
Y'all
going off about what aboutism with
Go ahead,
Terry.
maybe.
Y'all going off what aboutism. Like, what if he could have hired his own head coach? He still could have been a failure. We don't know. Like,
yeah.
To me, as a GM, I mean, I just think that you just do the best you can do with the players. But if it's not successful, you just got to go down with the ship.
Yeah,
and that's what Raheem doing right now.
Because
Who's that?
he
We
can't
saying
go out
about
on the
Terry
field and
though, too,
coach.
though, bro. That what
Yeah.
we saying about Terry too, though.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I just said that's what we saying about Terry too, though. I mean,
He
again,
going down with the ship.
yes.
Yeah.
And again, that's
Yeah.
what I was saying to you before. It's like, what GM in the NFL, in any professional league where the goal and objective is to win, who stays after not winning? And they talk, and again, they brought up Thomas Dimitroff. We had winning seasons under Thomas, fam.
Yeah,
his first year.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
You know, Super Bowl with Thomas. You feel me?
Yeah.
Only thing we getting with this head coach and GM right now is the shit show.
Yeah.
Respect.
But he go to think about that too, Chris. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. This man said he said give him 3 years, and we giving him that. And they have given him everything, and he's given us everything that we need to have a good team here, except that head coach. And the head coach that brought in the wrong defensive coordinator, brought in the wrong offensive coordinator, obviously. So now it's looking like Terry Fontenot is part of this equation of what's going wrong here in Atlanta. And he's not, in my opinion. He's not.
And I agree with you, man. It's just a casualty of war.
I understand that.
But is it though? Again, that's why I wasn't trying to go tit for tat, but I cannot stress enough. You giving Kirk 180 and then using your top 10 pick on a quarterback, that is bad management. Like that is not how you build a team. We could have used that money this year very badly at corner, at wide receiver. We need depth at linebacker, and we have it on the bench. And I think
but the thing with that,
a pass for that.
I agree with what you're saying, Mark, but that's my point as to why his hands is being tied. We don't know if he wanted to make those moves because 9 times out of 10, it was somebody else, probably right.
His job is to manage the cap.
Yeah,
that's his job.
But like I said, Kirk Cousins was a Raheem Morris guy. So he was managing the cap when he made that move. So I guarantee you, he said we don't need to make this move because this may, cripple us for a couple of seasons. Because guess what? We looked at the trade that was out there at the trade deadline this year. If we didn't have that Kirk Cousins contract on the books, we probably could have went and got a Michael Parsons. We probably could have went and got a AJ Brown or somebody like that to bring in and help, vamp up this team. But since we just got $27 million dead cap space sitting there, we couldn't do nothing. So this is why I said you got to let the man do his job the way he wants to do it. Because misspending money is something that I don't think he would have done.
Right.
I just don't.
Yeah. I think too that was a backup and punt type of situation too. The fact that Penix came available at that number 8 pick, he really wanted to make that move because I don't think Cousins was Terry Fontenot's man anyway.
Right.
But the fact that Penix became available, he had to. I don't think that was his original choice. But when
what happened?
I'm about to say, don't tell me don't click yourself off.
But I feel like we're all saying the same stuff, and it's too many people making decisions that they just don't mesh, and I think that's what we're seeing on the football field. Like it was just a matter of time before that translates into game days. You have a coach on the sideline, it looks like he don't know what to do, what to say, and it's because of what's happening Monday through Saturday. So it's time just to go on and hit that reset button. I mean, it's long overdue, and I'm looking forward to hopefully this being kind of like Yara saying, maybe the opportunity for Rich McKay to truly step out the way, so we can see, okay, is it really him, or is it just bad management?
And then too, another thing, just say, for instance, for me, like one thing with this season, like with Koo would have been gone last year for me. He would have been gone. I don't care what he did, if he hit 60 yards before or whatever he did, he would have been gone. He wouldn't even be kicking in that first Tampa game. That's number one. Like they wait too long for everything. So then you go and get this other kicker who he kicked 5 field goals in one game, and then this game he flipped. He like Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde.
But man, B, that was another Raheem Morris move. As
Well,
the
that's
head
what
coach,
I'm saying.
as the head coach, you knew that man had a bad hip last year, but you just let him keep kicking.
Bro,
And you
remember,
bring him back this year.
emotional bank account. I have an
Yeah.
emotional bank account with
Yeah,
Chris.
so you can't do that. Then, what's his name? Zach Robinson. If that man who got fired last year on defense, Zach Robinson should have went with his A.
Yeah.
2.
Agreed.
Zach Robinson, why? I don't understand. I didn't understand that at the beginning of the year. So
Buddy system.
Kirk Cousins was supposed to continue to tutor him because the plan was, I'm going to bring in this young guy. I'm going to bring in this old guy. The old guy no more than the young guy. The old guy can teach the young guy. So when the old guy gone, the new guy can teach the quarterback who is young too. And it can be, I'm 2 years removed off of. See, it goes back to like how Terry didn't have any kind of say so for like 2 years. Well, Zach could probably not have any say so for 2 years. Kurt stays healthy. Kurt is the quarterback and also the player coach, because we've seen that in history. Players be players and coaches. That happened as well. That was the plan, but it backfired all the way around. And now we're sitting here looking crazy.
So he would have been fired that right along with that defensive coordinator. Because for what? He ain't got no experience, no track record. He wasn't even offensive coordinator with the Rams. So what I'm going to keep you for? Okay, yeah, you my buddy? No. Like, I don't know. They ain't trying to win. I don't know.
Miss B, Chris gave the perfect example of what was really going on. Chris said he was trying to build a coaching tree, but to build a coaching tree, you got to lay some groundwork in the NFL before you start doing that. But thank you for the super chat, Jesse. Truly appreciate it. He said the fact that we didn't hire Bill Belichick tells us everything we need to know about this franchise. Am I wrong? Bill Belichick tells us everything we need to know about this franchise. No, you're not wrong, because he actually said the other day on the tweet. He said he's not going through another long drawn out process. And see, that where the problem came in, that you were trying to juggle too many candidates at one time instead of focusing in on what you're supposed to focus in on and what they bring to the organization. See, one thing about this organization, if they hire somebody, that person can't take no power, no power away from them. And what I mean by that, if a coach want to build a team the way he wants to, and they don't want this person or that person, then it's going to be conflict, and they don't want conflict. But the thing is, you got to take a step back and trust what you're paying somebody to do. Just like you would do at a regular job. You just got to trust it.
And we got to add this too, though, bro. It wasn't.
Go ahead.
My thing is, it's so funny that Bill continues to try to attack the Falcons when your homie, the guy that hired you, Robert Kraft, told the Falcons, don't do it. He'll ruin your franchise.
Yeah, he did. He said
so. You mad at us for listening to your ex?
Right.
Man.
But one thing I commend Bill for, he had the balls to try to get rid of Tom Brady. I give him that. He didn't fall in love with players. He don't care who you were. If your contract was coming up and he felt like he had to pay you a lot of money, guess what he'll do? He'll go through the draft. I don't give a damn, from third round all the way to the 7th round of undrafted. He'll go find the same type person to fit the same scheme that he's running. So I mean, that's what great coaches do.
Yeah, and that's probably why he's not in the league right now. He made that bold decision, and then Brady went out, won a Super Bowl, and then the Patriots did nothing.
Right.
So now everyone like, all right, now
for big time, because he ain't won a ring since him trying to trade Tom Brady.
Facts.
Right.
And the game passed him by too. Let's keep it real. Because I mean, that's the thing about the NFL, it's constant evolution. So you got to catch up with what's going on. And right now, the Eagles, the Lions, and teams like that, they build their team the same way. And that's why they're constantly succeed. They found a cornerstone and they keep building on it. What's our cornerstone in Atlanta? Let me ask y'all that. Who's our cornerstone player? And do you feel like we can build around him? Who's the cornerstone? Do you feel like we can build a championship roster around him?
Yeah. I do.
Chris, what you think?
You said what now?
I
Do I
said,
think we can build a
who,
championship roster around Bajan?
who do you feel is our cornerstone player? And do you feel like we can build a championship team around that player?
Cornerstone player?
Yeah.
It's got to be Bajan because you look at Drake. Some people could say Drake,
Yeah,
but I do feel like with the wide receivers out here and stuff like that, you can possibly go get another Drake. But it's really going to come down to this: who are you willing to pay the most money to? Is it Bajan? Is it Drake? Could it be Michael Penix? I don't think you're willing to do that right now, but but who knows what will happen 2 or 3 years from now.
But see,
That's
the
what you
reason
got to figure out. Where do you want to
wait.
put the most money into the position? Normally, it's the quarterback because that's very important. We should know. But like you also had this running back who's so dynamic, who you don't want to walk away, who you've drafted when you already had one, and then you got this wide receiver who you need because you're in wide receiver purgatory without Drake. Let's keep it real. Because they're not giving the ball to Kyle Pitts, apparently.
Yeah.
But he also dropped passes. So it's like,
Kyle Pitts gotta go.
Can't win for losing.
Yeah, that's true. But Sean, come on in, man.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna get off, Smitty. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you, man, B.
It was good talking to y'all. I'll be listening
Come
in
back.
the chat.
Come
Yes,
back.
I will.
Come back. No doubt.
Okay. Bye.
Appreciate you. No doubt. Sean, talk to us, man. What you got for us?
Does it really matter at this point? Like, seriously, does it really matter at this point?
No.
Okay.
Nah, we just having a conversation. That's all. We just having a conversation.
Look, man. I want to put this to bed right now. This rut that we've been going through for the past 5-6 years, or whatever the case may be, is nothing new. Smitty, you said something that caught my attention. You a true Falcon fan. I am too. I'm 46 years old. I said I'm 46 years old. This ain't nothing new. I seen this shit in the 80s. I seen this shit in the 90s. I seen this in the early 2000s. In the mid 2000s. This ain't nothing new. Nothing new, man. When it comes to the Falcons organization, it's nothing new, man. For the new booties, no disrespect for the new booties. That's Falcon fans. We've been seeing this for years, and you can sprinkle in a couple of winter seasons, in between that time. Think about this, fellas, and tell me if I'm lying.
Tonio and Moody in the chat, they know what you're talking about. They know.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Tonio
cool.
and Moody know. Yeah.
Okay, cool. With that being said, the Atlanta Falcons came to Atlanta in 1966. Did y'all know that we didn't have back-to-back winter seasons until 2009? Just let that sink in. Let that sink in. This organization is poorly ran. I know what y'all saying when it comes to, okay, what coach can do this, what coach can do that. Let's just call it what it is, fellas. Arthur Blank and Rich McKay, especially Rich McKay, he wants yes men. He doesn't want anybody to challenge them. The front office. We all saw what happened to Ike Hilliard, and we damn sure saw what happened to Ray Ray. That's just the truth, fellas. It's just the truth. They don't want somebody's like, no, we're not doing this. No. What are you doing? They don't want nobody challenging them. They want yes men.
But Sean, how
Just
long
like
have I been saying that? How long have I been saying that? Years. And if I've been saying this for years and you still trying to run the organization the same way, shouldn't that let you know that something is wrong? And again, it just keep going back to the same point. How can you build on an organization when you don't want to change the way you do things? That's the only way things are going to change. It's called being uncomfortable.
Well, it's the total opposite with that, big bro. It's comfortability. It's comfortability. That's all that is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
let me tell you. Let me say this too. Rich McKay was in Tampa Bay when they made that turnaround, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So why is it that now he knows what it takes to build a championship contender because he did it in Tampa. He drafted 3 key defensive players. That's Derrick Brooks, Warren Sapp, and Rondé Barber. All of those players played in Tampa most of their career. And Rich McKay was in the front office when that happened. They got a Tony Dungy, a guy that knows the game. So when you interview people, you're supposed to pick their brain, correct?
Correct.
So when you hire Raheem Morris, what did he tell you different from what he told you as an interim coach back when Dan Quinn got fired that made you think he could come in and change the way things are going right now?
Basically, he got this new guy named Zach Robinson that's going to bring back this 2016 offense.
Oh, my bad.
But see, Mark, they could have solved this problem from the jump. When you had Kyle Shanahan, Mike McDaniels, and Matt LaFleur on the team, you said Matt LaFleur was too young to take over, from what I heard. But what does he do after he goes to Tennessee for 1 year to be an offensive coordinator?
And
he takes over as Green Bay and ends up with a 72-36-1 record in 7 years. That don't sound like inexperience to me. I don't sound like not ready to me. Go ahead, Mark. My bad.
Blank, McKay, whoever y'all want to blame or point the finger to, they were scarred from that 2016 season, and they were scarred that they lost so many qualified coaches that the only one that was available from that time period was Raheem. Because I mean, let's be real. If Mike McDaniels was also available, if all those guys was available 2 summers ago, they'd probably be here. So that's probably it in a nutshell. Is they really they were beating themselves up. They lost so many coaches, and that's another tidbit when you talk about back-to-back winning seasons. Let's get it. We got to remember who did that. That was Matt Ryan, and then we also got to think. Look at how many coaches Matt Ryan has been with that have been head coaches.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
How many coaches Matt Ryan has been around that are now head coaches right now in the league and that have been head coaches? It seemed like every other year they was picking an offensive coordinator and making them coach. So it probably means we need to find a way to get Matt back in the building. If there's someone you need to bring back in some type of capacity to flip this ship, I mean,
the only thing I was making, Mark, with the context of what I was saying before was, I know we had Matt Ryan, which is our franchise quarterback. I was just saying in the context of it's never, when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons organization, it's never been stability. That's all I was, making that kind of context to. It's never been stability. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
That's facts. I mean, that's facts.
I've been talking about this. I know a good 2 years, and ain't nothing changed. Nothing.
And it's unfortunate, man. Like I feel like I'm going through it now. You have relationships, and then they fall apart, and they're traumatizing, and sometimes it skews your decisions going forward. And I think Mike Vick, Bobby Petrino, 28-3, losing all these coaches. All these trade, all this stuff is skewed Arthur Blank and the staff, and we just playing scared. Everything
the thing with that, Mark, I get what you're saying. You absolutely 200% correct. If you feel that way and you still traumatized by that, change everything around you, even Rich McKay. If you want to change everything around, change Rich McKay too. If Josh Blank is giving his input right now, trusting your son before you trusting somebody old, trusting somebody that's catching up with the times. Because I guarantee you, Josh Blank is more up to the times than Rich McKay. Trust me on that.
Well, it's another thing. It's another thing too, big bro. Is what you is what I forget what his name was. He was on earlier. It was the OG when he said Arthur Blank didn't know nothing about football, and it's obvious.
Yeah, King Richard.
Oh. so it's obvious if that's the case, then Rich McKay can pretty much just sell. He can pretty much tell Arthur Blank anything, and he gonna go for it. As long as he's getting paid, he really don't care. That's just me. I'm just gonna put it out there. Y'all know me. I'm gonna speak my mind. You see what I'm saying? He just don't care. If you know that somebody don't know something, what you gonna do? Especially when there's money involved. Well, I'll tell him what he want to hear. I'll tell him that make it sound good, give him that great sales pitch, but you know damn well it's not working out or whatever the case may be. So you're gonna do what you gotta do to make sure it don't affect that bottom line. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You're absolutely correct.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Anybody on the panel, anybody, please.
I ain't arguing with that. Okay.
It's facts.
So I'm with Smitty. Until you ready to be uncomfortable, it's gonna be the same shit every year. And I was just playing big bro tomorrow. Let's preview the 2026 season. I'll do it on my own time, but it's a wrap. It is a wrap. There's nothing else to talk about, in my opinion, for 2025. Man, with the keys. Well, it really don't make no sense right now because, like what Chris said earlier, we with today's loss, we are mathematically eliminated. It just came out in public saying that we mathematically eliminated from the playoff contention. It's over with. It is a wrap.
Because if whoever win this game tonight on Sunday Night Football, New Orleans gone. So,
it is a wrap. It is a wrap.
Like I told
everybody. I'm sorry, go ahead, Smitty. My bad.
Like I told Sean, I said the floor to get in the playoff probably gonna be 6 losses. Because think about the division ones got to win, and they gonna get automatic bids. Then you got 3 other spots, but out of those 3 spots, 2 of those teams probably gonna win 11, 12, maybe 13 games, just like Minnesota did last year. So it ain't gonna be no way that they can get in, even if they won.
And then on top of that too, you got on top of that too, big bro, you gotta factor in the rest of the schedule too. We still got to play New Orleans twice. We still got to play Tampa one more time, and then we still got Seattle and the Rams on the schedule. Okay,
that's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's done.
I guarantee you 3 or 4 of them they gonna.
I feel like
go ahead.
Scare.
Go ahead.
I still feel like the Jets game gonna give us a scare. I ain't lying.
I'm scared. Chris, you being too nice, man. I'm scared. Okay.
The only thing going good
all right. Well, this is how I feel. I feel like they got a good chance of beating us because last time we seen Justin Fields, and I know it's a different team, but Justin Fields whooped our ass.
Yeah, with the Bears. Yeah.
Just like.
Oh no! I remember what Justin Fields did with us No, I remember what Justin Fields did to us when he was with Pittsburgh. That game one from last year.
Yep.
He looked pretty damn accurate to me.
And that's what I'm saying.
And he used his damn legs.
And we're gonna see.
And the coach that didn't want him in Atlanta,
like for him to do that.
Right. The coach that didn't want him in Atlanta ended up having him in Pittsburgh, and look what he did. See, sometimes you can outthink yourself, and that's a proven fact.
The only thing that's keeping us alive is Tampa lost, so they're 6-4, and like you said, we play them twice. So technically, we could probably still win the division.
Mark, come on, man. Come on, we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up.
I know we barbecue chicken. I'm just saying, mathematically,
we haven't won a division game.
Mark.
We haven't won a division game.
Mark, as Smitty, as Chris, they know me very well. I don't hold back. It's a wrap, man. It is a wrap. It's a wrap. These aspirations of us making a comeback, they lost today. Who gives a shit? In between Carolina and Tampa, we have nothing to do with that. Nothing.
Fam, first of all, if you've been to the South Side, it's just like that spot that new spot they got on Gabby Road, boy. It's a wrap. For real.
It's definitely over with. But I'm just saying, for the fact of do you fire Raheem now or not?
No,
I mean,
no.
maybe
you
you
just
fire
let
him
it play
if you
out.
can find a
You
I
just
ain't
way.
let
gonna
it
lie.
play out.
What I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna scapegoat nobody at it. Raheem, you gonna ride the rest of this season on out.
Yeah.
You gonna
Mhm.
ride.
Right away.
I mean, my thing is we're in this situation. So yeah, you gonna finish this right on out. I'm gonna evaluate you at the end of the year, and we'll go from there.
Ain't nothing to evaluate. He gone. But the thing
Exactly.
is,
I
That's
mean,
what I
yeah,
was just getting ready to say. That's good.
you gotta have the verbiage there, but
the,
you know,
the thing the thing is though, with the evaluation process, and this is the part I hate. And I think Sean and Chris brought this up. And I told Sean this too, and I said it earlier. When you talk about bringing in everybody new, Penix could be gone next year. Bijan could be gone next year. And see, that's the thing about busting the team up. Anybody for sale, no matter who it is. Now they might have one or two players that are untouchable, but when you bringing in somebody new, you best believe that they're gonna want to do things their way. That's only if Rich McKay and Arthur Blank lets them do that.
Hey, Smitty, I'm just curious, and this will be my last question before I go. But
You could.
if you had the keys for next season, I mean, like, where are you starting?
That's the thing. See, that's the thing. That's what I said last week. That's why I brought this up. Depending on how things look this offseason with who's available as far as who can become an offensive coordinator to bring in to work with Michael Penix. Because if you don't give him at least 2 more years, that's a failed experiment. Then you back to square one as far as the quarterback. Look at what we just went through with Mariota, Taylor Heineke, Desmond Ritter, all those guys. And you give up on Penix after 2 seasons? Come on now. See, that's it. That might be Raheem's saving grace. If you can bring in an offensive coordinator that can develop a quarterback, that might help you in the long run. Because why? Team might block you out, but they're gonna listen to them coordinators. Because these players still playing for Jeff Ulbrich, even though he's screwing up too. But at the same time, Nate Ollie, he's still bringing that energy every Sunday. So I mean, it may be just as simple as finding a guy that can develop a quarterback. Or you just fire Raheem, fire Terry, see what the process brings. There's one or two choices.
But next year you building around Penix.
No,
Is
you're gonna have to build.
is your saving grace going forward? You know, it's like I'm trying to get an idea. Like, you know, what are you telling the season ticket holders next season?
Because ain't nothing you can tell them. Ain't nothing you can tell them. You just and the thing you can't tell them anything because they seeing what you're trying to do, and they seeing what you're doing. It's a failure. I guarantee you, if I go down to the stadium as 15 people, do you feel like Raheem Morris was the right height off the jump? I guarantee you 12 of the 15 gonna say no. I guarantee you.
Well, ideally, when it comes to like building around a player, I know everybody was saying Bijan. Like, I'm the opposite. I feel like you should build your team around your quarterback if you believe that is your franchise quarterback, because we all know too, because this is a factor. A running back shelf life is not long in the National Football League. That's just the truth, fellas.
Agreed.
That's just
but
the truth.
I'm gonna take it in another direction though, Sean. If I had to build my team around what's on this team right now, it's gonna be those 2 first-round picks that I just got this year.
Yep.
Why?
Oh, Jalen Walker and JPJ?
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because I know I got 4 more years with them. They gonna be who I'm building around. That's why I said you bring in another coach, he could be thinking the same thing.
Now, the only reason why I didn't mention them is because they was in their rookie season. But Smitty, I was right there with you. I was right there.
And you got to think about that, man. Think about it. Bijan is what, his 3rd year right now? His third year. So since he's in his 3rd year, he could possibly get paid this offseason. And he's going to break the bank.
Right.
So
I'm not disagreeing with that, bro.
And see, this is why I said you could possibly see whoever they bring in and say, hey, we don't want to pay Bijan $20 million. we got these two cornerstones on defense that I feel like we can build around and make this a defensive team. And hey, this quarterback, Michael Penix, he might not work out. What if a team give us a second or third round pick for him? We go out and get a veteran for a bridge guy. And one name that I told Chris this earlier, one name that I'm looking at, even though he's a little bit undersized, but we know what he's capable of, and that's Kyler Murray. So you can go out and get. No, I'm just saying.
Oh no, God no!
It is a bridge player, not as a.
Kerry, what's up, man?
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Kerry?
I forgot. I can't say. Trade pennies around Kerry because she got that BPE. But
no, today I'm 21, Kerry. No BPE today. It's 21.
So now you prime time Kerry. Okay, I get it.
I'm Fire Raheem Kerry today.
But my only point was saying that you just don't know what a new GM or a new coach is going to do. I mean, it's just like going into a fight blindfolded. You just don't know.
I'm definitely going all in with the defense.
I mean, let me say this, chat. I'm not saying I would bring in Kyler Murray. I'm just saying I don't know what the new coach, where he would want to go with a veteran or where he want to stick with Penix. But at the same time, we all know it's going to be really depending on what Arthur Blank and Rich McKay said, how they want to run the team. And Beatles and the president as well. And see, that's the thing with me. You just don't know what you're getting when you bring in somebody new. You just don't know. Because think about it. Look at what Mike Vrabel did when he came to New England this year. He broke down that team. So let's just say if the Falcons get the same kind of coaching here, he bust down his team and nobody's safe. Because the only person that's safe in New England was Drake May, Christian Gonzalez, and who else?
That was it.
That was it.
That was really
the whole defense knew.
And why?
He got cut. So
why they the only two there? Because they are the two key young pieces that they just drafted the last 2 years.
Cornerstones. I mean, Christian Gonzalez is good. And I mean, Drake May, he's like third in MVP voting or something like that now?
He's about third or fourth, yeah.
Yeah, so they're just like, sheesh. But again, cornerstone pieces.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. What if they come in and say, hey, we just drafted two defensive ends. Y'all see how good they work together. So you build around those two pieces and say, hey, man, we could just probably go get a quarterback. And they probably keep Bijan too. But I'm just saying we just don't never know how another coach thinks. And so y'all in the chat, y'all get mad because I'm calling names. But y'all got to remember, names don't mean shit in business. Y'all got to remember that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want no parts of Kyler or Murray though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want no parts.
I was using it as an example. Man. I was using it as an example, man. I was using an example. If you're gonna stick with the young guy or you're gonna go with the veteran guy. That's all I was saying.
No.
See, y'all got to pay attention to what I'm saying. Pay attention to what I'm saying now.
It is true. We saw Baker. We saw a lot of first round picks.
I feel like Smitty was gonna be like, let me tell you something.
Because think about this. Baker Mayfield had a record rookie season, passing touchdowns. Did they keep Baker Mayfield? Hell no. They went out and got Deshaun Watson. Because you don't never know what people going to do. That's exactly my point. So let's think about it. If you bring in a guy and say he's an offensive-minded guy and the guy he used to coach is a veteran guy that's out there in the free agent market, don't you think he's going to want to go get the guy he used to instead of having to work with Penny and try to build him up?
I mean,
I
guess it depends on who the head coach is. Is he going to be offensive-minded or defensive-minded?
But I'm saying if he's an offensive-minded guy, if we hire a special team coach, well, it can't be done because John Harbaugh, he was a special teams guy. He got hired by the Ravens, so it can happen.
Yeah, we need to
I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening.
Kerry, what would you do?
What would I do as far as like head coach goes? Or
I don't know if you need to ask Kerry that right now. Right now, she's 21 Kerry.
I'm 21 Kerry, dude.
She may clean the house.
I'm cleaning house, and honestly, like hey Mark, hey everyone on the panel. Like, you guys know I'm a big Terry Fontenot fan, but at this point, I think today was the first time that I think, yeah, I can't vouch for anyone at this point. Like, at this
Thank
point,
you.
everybody,
The game.
like, at what point is like insanity is like doing the same thing, expecting different results? Nothing we've done has worked.
It
So,
seemed like
like,
the
why
ladies
are
on
we
the
gonna,
same page.
yeah, why are we gonna, continue on? Well, you already know that as far as like when,
Oh, that's me. My bad.
no, it's all good. Um, once you clean house, it's very rare that you see a GM survive two head coach firings, never making the playoffs, never having a winning season.
That is
It's just
true.
unheard of. I
That is
really
true.
like Terry Fontenot. I'm a fan of his. Y'all know that, but at this point, today's the first time that I was like, you know what, like, this is not working. Maybe we just need to completely start fresh, honestly, because yes, Terry has done a lot of good, but also, I don't know. I just feel like every
No, you
time
do know.
Well,
Say it,
I
Karen.
mean,
let me
every
let me
time
let me
Kirk
let me.
Cousins steps on the field, I'm like, wow,
Do
this
you
was the
feel like he has gotten a
ultimate.
fair shake since he been here?
You know, I it's tough because we don't know all the behind the scenes. I definitely don't think he's had full control. I absolutely agree with you on that. I think a lot of it is Rich McKay, maybe Greg Beatles, Arthur Blank. They don't give him full control like a normal GM would do or have. But at the same time, there's some decisions that I feel like you're also in on it, man. Like, at what point is like, yeah, you're just being a yes man then at that point. And so yeah, you got to go too because
And that's not a good thing either. Being a
yeah,
yes
because we
man.
can't have a yes man because then that you're telling me that he's just a yes man if he's just signing off on Kirk Cousins, $180 million washed up quarterback who's ever won one playoff game.
But me and Kerry,
You signed off on that.
the thing with that is if the head coach want that guy, what can he do?
Say no.
Say no to the contract. He's the one in charge of the deals, in my opinion. And
Yeah,
so
but
you're the
but
Now
but
that's
think
true
OC.
about
now.
but see that's true. That's very true. But think about it. If he has no say so on who the coach wants to bring in, and he goes to Arthur Blank and say, "I want this guy," who you think Arthur Blank gonna take sides with?
He should take sides with his GM. That's what
He
he should
should.
do.
He
He
should, but
should.
he
I
didn't.
mean, I
Especially if
He
you
def
kept
didn't.
him.
right. I mean, I get your point. I just feel like I don't know. I'm starting to believe that Terry's not, all innocent as well. Like, at what point
I can
is it
agree with
like,
that. I can agree with that.
I mean, some of the decisions, some of the draft picks, I know he hasn't been perfect. I do commend like his, um, getting our cap situation under wraps. He, made tough decisions like with Matt Ryan and with Julio and also with Grady Jarrett. I mean, that's proven to be the right decision. But at the same time, like, I mean, you see right now we have a
It just
good
double-edged sword, Miss Carey. That's all I'm saying. I
yeah,
mean, if
no,
he,
I get it, but at the same time, like, we know that we can't change as fans, we can't change really Arthur Blank. He's not going to sell the team, and I highly doubt Rich McKay's going
Exactly.
anywhere. So, unfortunately, it's the GM and the head coach. They got to go. Like, I mean, if you're cleaning house, you're cleaning house. So the GM's going to have
right,
to go, unfortunately, and that's just how it is. And
Half
honestly,
into
like,
your
I was
war.
thinking about it today too. Like, Terry isn't all, innocent as well, as far as like you see the fall off, like as far as the defense goes, when you lose a gem of a signing, by the way, Divine Diablo, he goes out, and then the drop off is JD Bertrand. I mean, that's terrible. Like,
I knew that
I
was
mean, I'm
coming.
not trying to be rude, but like the drop off is crazy. So, and you sat here
Um,
and before the trade deadline ended, you said we're comfortable with what we have. Like, I'm sorry, you should be you should never be comfortable for one. And for two, you should always be trying to improve, which I know they say that, but you don't prove that with your actions.
that's
So,
true.
the depth of this roster is pretty bad. As far as starters go, I feel like this could be a playoff team if we didn't have incompetence at the coaching positions as far as the head coach and the OC go. But the depth is not there. I mean, the offensive line, the corner, the wide receiver, like the
Don't
depth on
forget
this team
about
is
Troy
small.
Anderson in the second.
Troy
Oh yeah.
Anderson, that's a, I
Oh
mean,
my
that's a
Oh,
God.
bust.
listen,
I
please
mean,
do not irritate me anymore tonight.
We had Nate Lemon for free, and we let him walk for $1 million.
Because you wanted to see what Troy Anderson, your second round draft pick, can do, and we still haven't seen him. I would have took Nick Bonito, but I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna stop it.
Yeah,
I'm sick of that.
but
Boy.
I think that was just Terry Fontenot's not being prepared for injuries. It's probably one of them things where it just aligns with everything else we've been doing as far as coaching decisions, making decisions, and being and being properly prepared for the season. Because there's no way. Well, I ain't gonna say that about Bertrand because I mean, after all, he was probably one of the leading tacklers in the.
Bertrand is
He was
a
there, but
special team guy at best.
yeah, and I think that's
You
just one
see,
of the things
Ronnie
that they're trying to
Harrison don't took over for him.
keep
and why
ingrained.
was he on the practice squad? He's
Yeah,
miles. He's shown that he should have been playing over 40 this whole time.
yeah,
It's crazy. Josh
yeah,
Woods would have played today if his hamstring was good.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
that's just like Nick Nash. I mean, when we gonna
Uh,
see this young man? Because
he,
Well,
I see this man being a benefit
I
for
don't
them.
think
they
we're gonna
told
see Nick Nash this
yeah
year, to be
I
honest.
don't
they
think
we
so
told him
either.
finally
he
saw
wasn't
Kobe.
ready.
Finally.
Yeah,
Well,
He
what's
didn't do
finally.
well,
bad. He didn't
well,
do
my
bad, I
thing
don't think.
is, this Falcons team, they got high praise in the offseason after the draft.
Yeah,
They said that they had the best undrafted free agent class, and then you don't
yeah,
even see any of them hit the field. You don't see any of
Because the
them get
coach
any
can't
time.
develop him.
right.
The only person on
Coach,
that defense outside of Ulbrich that can develop somebody is Jerry Gray. The only
Yeah,
other person. And
yeah,
to me, with what I've seen with Natron Brooks today, I kind of question if the game done passed Jerry by.
yeah. I think they were kind of counting on him to be that hit man out there, and be that hitter, get people on the ground type of guy, and not really like rely on coverage. But the fact they put him on Xavier Legette, I mean,
Right.
like you said, I got to question that part too.
So, any recommendations, man, of who's looking good as a second round pick for 2026? Because this shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh man,
we're
it's
not.
draft season.
Hey,
We may trade
hey,
that pick.
hey, he
So,
Yeah,
done bailed out.
depending on how high it is in the second round, yeah, we may trade that pick
It's
back to
gonna be
get
top
2 more
It's
five.
picks.
going it's in the second round. It's going to what you just said, Mark, top 5?
It's gonna be top
Yeah,
five.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I can
yeah.
get
Yeah,
on board. I
it's
can get on
definitely
that
getting
bus.
traded there. It's getting traded.
I
And
can get
whoever
on
the
that
Yeah,
bus.
GM is going to be,
we need
It's
picks.
it, it's a hot
go ahead.
mess. It's a hot mess, y'all. It is a hot mess, and it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, man. It's only gonna get worse.
Y'all talking about coaches and GM. Y'all really gonna be pissed when the new coach and GM come in and try to bust down the team, and your favorite player not here no more. And y'all got to remember, it's just business at the end of the day.
You
Yeah.
know,
So
Yeah.
business comes
If a
first.
new
Go ahead,
if a
Kevin.
new head coach and GM come in here, we could. We're not saying it's going to, but we could see
We
a
could.
whole roster changeover to where
Exactly.
it's like, okay, let's go get our guys. We didn't draft none of these folks. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
get these
Yeah.
draft picks, accumulate these draft picks that these folks on gave away,
Yeah.
and you
and
know what,
yeah,
Chris? I
what's that?
I honestly, maybe I'm saying this because before somebody that I like, is traded away, but honestly, like I said earlier, nothing we have done to, let's get at GA's point, 90s, 2000s, 2010s to now, you know, nothing has changed. It's the same thing,
Yeah.
different century. So it's like,
Just the
okay,
players.
well, maybe we need a shake up. To Smitty's point
But you know
earlier,
what?
we always go with the choir boys. We don't, when's the last time we drafted somebody with character concerns? So not saying we need
Mhm.
to do
It's
that, but
James
it's,
Pierce.
we keep doing the same thing over and over and
That and
nothing's
that's why me
changing.
and Carrie. That's why
So
I keep
Yeah.
preaching. You got to learn to be uncomfortable. If you learn
yeah,
to be
Yeah.
uncomfortable, things will
Been
change.
saying that since day one,
these
Smitty.
people are way too comfortable with losing
Yeah.
and it shows.
Let
And
me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all a interesting question. If Jeff Obert leaves,
Oh
right?
no.
No, we don't want that to happen. We just saying like, but let's just be honest. Like, if Raheem leaves, we
Mhm.
may lose Jeff too. So
Maybe,
my question, yeah,
maybe.
maybe, not guaranteed.
I
But
think they're
let's
gonna go
just,
all in to keep him.
but
Mhm.
hypothetically, let's say if Jeff leaves, are you elevating Nate Ollie?
No.
See, personally, I'm taking that Smitty approach, being uncomfortable. I'm going out and looking at somebody like a Rex Ryan. See if I can pry him away from ESPN and see if he still has interest in coaching.
I elevate Gray first.
But
Yeah.
Jerry Gray don't want to be the defensive coordinator because I'm sure he was offered that after Ryan Nielsen left. And he
But I
chose
thought
to
he
stay as
didn't.
the
I thought he
defensive
didn't
back
want to be
coach.
the head coach.
No, he didn't want. He was the assistant head coach already.
Yeah,
So,
I'm talking about head coach though. He didn't want the head
oh
coach.
no. He probably didn't want. No, he probably was like, man, I'm almost 70 years old. No,
So he gonna
I don't.
stick it
No.
out.
Yeah, he gonna stick it out with the defensive back part. Yeah, because you just got to go out and find that veteran guy. Because if you lose, I think if you lose a Jeff Ulbrich, I think you're gonna take 2 steps back. Why? Because what him and Nate Otter has built with this defensive unit, I think you're gonna lose that, man. Because think about it, when you go to putting other coaches and defensive line, position coaching thing like that together, if they don't mesh, then guess what? Your defense is gonna be a mess. These guys mesh well because they're both high energy guys, and they feed off each other. So, yeah, if you lose that, I think you're gonna take us 2 steps back.
So
with that being said,
4 defensive coordinators in what, 4 years, if not 5 in 5 years.
That part. But let me ask you this: we've lost to the Panthers 3 times in a row. That's happened between 2 different coordinators, and 2 of them happened to our recent coordinator. So is it the players now?
See, I'm a firm believer in this. I get coaching, I get scheming up, I get game plan, I get all that. I'm the type of person at the end of the day, as a professional athlete, you get paid to do a job.
Right.
You get paid to do a job. Take it back to last week's game. Everybody was hooping and hollering about coaching. Indianapolis won that game last week in overtime because of special teams. That's the players, y'all. That's the players.
Yep.
I'm like, come on, man. You can't just when shit don't go right, you just want to point to the coaching. No, you got to hold the players accountable too, man.
Yeah,
I think it's a mix of both. I think it's
bad all year though.
I think it's a mix of both, honestly. I've been asking this a lot. Like, you saw it in the San Francisco game. They were decimated with injuries on the defensive side of the ball, but they have a Robert Saleh coach who can coach up those young guys. You probably can name one player, maybe one that was starting against us on the defensive side of the ball. But look, they played really well. And my thing is, you have all this star talent. Can star talent outperform bad coaching? I know good coaching can coach up, decent, okay players.
Right.
I still believe that.
Talk, because she's been preaching. Just let her talk.
And to answer her question, she's asked that question many times, and I still got to say, good coaching can elevate, some okay, decent players. But I'm sorry, when you have showstoppers and then you have somebody in there who is not able to use them correctly all the time, consistently, I'm sorry, the talent cannot outweigh the coaching because the coaching still got to call the plays. The player's job is to run it.
So let's talk about this. It's kind of flipping the field a little bit. So is it Kyle Pitts or is it Zach Robinson? And I feel like that question.
Kyle Robinson.
It's both.
It's both.
It's Kyle Robinson.
It's both.
It's both. It really is both. I mean,
not Kyle Robinson.
It's Kyle Robinson.
That's hilarious.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm unfiltered tonight, bro. I'm dying, bro.
Hey, check this out, though.
But you know what, man? That's an ass-tastic type of comparison. I'll tell you that.
Man, listen.
That was a good one, man, by the way.
I appreciate it, bro. It's just how we been, though, bro. I don't want to call us that. It's just what we been.
Yeah.
Regardless, we're in a business where, again, winning is essential, and we're not doing that for whatever reason. Week to week is always something different. That's the problem that's so mind-boggling, because when you do sit down and break it down, you like, well, it's this. Well, no, because that happened too. But wait, think about this. And remember, 3 games ago, that happened, and it reared its ugly head again here. So It's always something, and it's
Yeah.
not just one thing or two.
To your point, Chris, I just feel like there's absolutely no way you can vouch for Raheem. But I said this a couple weeks ago, and I still stand by it. Like, there's no way you can vouch for him to keep his job at this point because
Fact.
there's no growth with this team. They are so inconsistent. Yes, this talent, we have talent, and yes, it's a young team, which okay, that leaves room for error. I get that, but at the same time this team is so inconsistent. Like you've had players like Bijan Robinson, your star player, come out and say, "Oh, well, we overlooked the opponent." Why is the coaching staff having your players unprepared for any team, never mind a division opponent? He literally just outed you and said that we overlooked them because they were too high on that Vikings road win. Like that's unacceptable.
Right.
I just feel like the ups and downs of the season just goes to show like that this coaching staff just does not have this team prepared on a week to week basis.
Yeah.
And it's just for me unacceptable because we literally saw last season, to me, in my opinion, the season went to crap because of Raheem, and his poor decision making. I feel like his decision making as a head coach is just terrible. And you're in your second stint as a head coach and you still can't make game time decisions, adjustments, time management, clock management decisions. And you can't make
Absolutely.
decisions as far as player personnel when it came to Koo, when it came to Kirk Cousins, injuries. It's just a mess. And I mean, honestly, I want to ask the panel, like, what could you say Raheem has done from last season to this season to show any type of growth with how last season was a failure?
He
Bring
fired
strippers
Jimmy
to the
Lake.
Who
film room.
cares? Who cares?
He
He
brought
fired
strippers
Jimmy
to the
Lake.
film room. That's what he
Well,
did.
some people are
Yeah.
telling me they've told me that he's going to get a third year because everyone
He
gets a
probably
third
is.
year with us.
He probably is.
Right?
I
He
I
think he
may
just
will.
think
because
that's unacceptable, though. Like,
well,
you,
I don't know if you had watched that show, but I had gave a whole outline of how it may go. It, Raheem, it has the opportunity to either give Zach a honorable discharge and because that's his homie, or just fire him. Either way it go, he has that option,
That's the
and
only
he has the
way.
option of bringing in an experience and just saying, "Hey, look, you seen that the defense changed when we brought in some experience. Let me get some experience on the offensive side, and let's go after this thing again."
Mhm.
You know, so that's going to be like an easy thing to say. Now you can counter that. You have many counters for it, to be honest. But it's, again, he can lead. Like Raheem can lead with that,
But but
and
but,
we
but see, what saved Dan Quinn in 2016, the defense was looking questionable at one point, and Dan Quinn said, "All right, enough is enough," and he started calling the defense, and that only saved him, it saved everything. And I think that's the only way he could possibly get another year. Like you said, inspire him, and then somehow start calling plays, and the offense just looks better. That's the only way he can make it another year.
This is my pushback to what you said, Mark. I'm an old school guy, and I always use that. And Chris and Smitty, y'all can back me up. I love to use that famous quote that Bill Parcells used to say: "You are what your record says you are."
Mhm.
That's just the facts.
and,
You
and
I
ain't
look at
running
it
that.
that
your record says you're 32 and 55.
as a head coach, that tells
wow.
you everything you need to know. That tells you
Yeah.
everything you need to know.
You are more closer and more realistically to 60 than you are to 40.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying.
60,
That's
40.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but get this too. When we say we some couple of us that blaming players, right? But what if you got players, and it's more than one, that are coming out with the comments that Drake came out with, and the comment that Michael Penix came out with? So are we still blaming players at this point when we have two players that are basically saying the same thing but a different way?
No, I think they checked out. They give up.
Absolutely.
He says,
They've
I'm
been
just
checking
running the
out.
routes I'm given. That's just like what Kyle Pitts said last year. He said,
I
oh, I
just
just
work
work
here, bro.
here. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just work here,
I just
bro.
Yeah.
work
I
here.
collect my check. That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't ever like hearing stuff like that from some of our most valuable players. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, these are leaders, or you know what I'm saying. Again, just highly skilled players, and it's highly skilled athletes, and you just have this coming out over we're unprepared, or we
Yeah.
overlooked. They showed us something we wasn't prepared for. All this different stuff like that. I'm just running the routes and just given to me.
Now,
Like come on now. The quarterback and the coach not interacting on the sideline until
yeah,
after like 4 or 5 weeks of us saying it. You know what I'm saying? Then before that, we had to complain about the boo forever before that happened. And it
yeah,
just, bro, it's almost petty. It's almost like again, today I'm not gonna mention names, but today some high profile people were talking today, and they were just saying how Zach Robinson is really being petty. All of a sudden now he's using Mooney after being scrutinized about it.
Mm.
All of a sudden he's trying to get the ball to Mooney.
yeah.
These are people who have no quarrel, no dog in the fight with the Falcons or nothing at all. But they just saying what they just seen.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
to your point, sorry, go
so
ahead.
is it throwing shade for shade pretty much, player against coach, coach against player? Because because at the end of the day, both sides are playing for their future, right? Coaches are coaching for their future. The players are playing for their future. No one wants to really like take the blame for what's going on, like for the season right now, right? So is it that Carrie? I'm at Carrie. I'm looking at your name, Doug. But it's I
I
know
about
you're
to say
not
I ain't
listening.
gonna lie,
But
Kerry ain't had nothing to do with it.
is it that Drake? Is it Drake saying something that needs to be said, or he just saying that he doesn't want to come out and just say, okay, Zach Robinson is calling bum plays. So in a way, he's saying, hey, look, I'm just running a route that he's telling me to run.
Exactly that.
Well, I
So
mean,
I mean,
we got to
I don't
think.
think that's like giving up. I'm thinking like that's like, hey, look, it's not us.
Right. That I feel like you saw that last season with how bad Jimmy Lake was. The players were not playing for him. All the players looked terrible under him. You could see they were getting checked out.
You're right.
And so they knew their DC was terrible. And the same thing is happening this season. They know the OC is terrible. Like they're throwing
Yeah.
shade at Zach. Like, hey, like they see social media. I mean, Bijan was
Yeah.
talking about it tonight in his
Yeah.
interview, talking about social media is a devil. They see the stuff.
Right.
So
No, it
they
is.
know how bad Zach Robinson's scrutinized. I mean, it's on ESPN, CBS, all the talking heads talk about how predictable his play calling is. So I
Yeah.
think they know it. And so it's almost like they're throwing shade to him. But they're obviously like we don't have those kind of disgruntled players that'll come out and like speak
Yeah.
out just by name, like we don't have those type of players. But I do
Yeah.
think they're frustrated. They don't like to lose and they're being honest. Like, yeah, I do what I can. I run the routes that I'm given. But at the same time, I think that the players are starting to check out because they're starting to see like us fans.
Yeah.
Raheem, your decision making is terrible. You're supposed to be a head coach, like you're just the CEO overseeing it. You're not even calling plays. And you
Yeah.
picked the DC last year who got fired. Now you pick the OC who's now gonna get you and him fired. The players are starting to see, in my opinion, that it's not just the coordinators. Like who's the guy that picked these coordinators. And so
Right.
I think they're gonna be checked out if they're not already checked out on Raheem Morris
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And speaking of checked out, man, guys, we about to check out of this live because it's time to go get something to eat. It's time to trying to find our peace because we can talk this Falcons all the way into tomorrow. To be honest with you, we can sit here and do
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
y'all, man, thank y'all for coming on. You know what I'm saying? Me and Smitty greatly appreciate everybody in the chat, like literally everybody. You know what I'm saying? For making this live what it is. Coming in, the ones that came up, salute to you, coming up, expressing your frustrations, what you thought, thinking about the game, the team, etc. And, continue to do that because, I mean, we got to turn right back around because we got the Aints. And we gotta try to win this game. We have to try to win this game. Save some kind of face. Save
Chris,
something.
I have
Please.
to ask you really quick. If we lose this game, does that put us in last in the division? Please tell me that's not true.
Oh, that probably will be
Yeah.
true because they're behind. They're one game behind us. So if they beat us, I'm assuming, yeah, that definitely will put them in front
Yeah,
of us.
we would definitely be
If
in
they
last
beat us,
place because
we'll be
we
in
0 and
last.
3 in the division.
Right.
That's
The
And that
Aints
would make
beat
us
them out of
officially
last
0
week.
and 4.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
now make us
silly.
officially 0 and 4. And that would also officially you would have been on loss to everybody in the division at least once. I mean, you already closed casket. That right there is just the final dirt on top.
It's the nail of the
That's
coffin,
the
yeah.
body decomposing.
Yeah, for real. I ain't gonna lie. The cold don't wear off. All that stuff don't wear off now.
Yeah.
You in the ground, and Mother Earth got you. And the rest gonna be history. But
Right.
so yes. So we gotta turn back around and shake this off and get ready for the Aints, man. But yeah, but people, please tell everybody where they can find you. Starting with we're gonna start with E-Man.
All right. Y'all appreciate y'all having me on once again. Like I said last week, man, it's always a blast. Just hope we can for once get on here and talk about something that's empowering pretty much. But because like right now my energy is gone. But when dealing with these Falcons. But we gonna still do what it do. I mean, y'all can still find me on YouTube, Atlanta Falcons Pandemic. I'm now gonna come out with a second channel that's gonna deal with all things Georgia sports, including the volleyball, high school, all that stuff. I'm gonna have my hands full. That one's gonna be Atlanta Pandemic Sports Fix. That's what it is. And but yeah, y'all look out for that one. I'm gonna launch that one probably next week. And starting with I'm gonna try to talk to one of the Georgia players that's coming into that's played against Georgia Tech. If y'all remember Larry Brown, he was a tight end that played when Quincy Carter was here. So I'm trying to get him on. We grew up together. So, but yeah, y'all guys look for me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and all that good stuff. Just type in Atlanta Falcons Pandemic. You'll get it. You'll get it. Once again, appreciate y'all having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Miss
Appreciate it,
Carey.
Pandemic. Yeah, thank you, Smitty and Chris. I don't know where Smitty he left.
Oh man, Smitty don't went and got something to eat, man.
Oh, I don't blame him.
Smitty don't went and got
I
something to
don't
eat,
blame
man.
him, man. Okay, well, shout out to Smitty and you, Chris, as well. Everyone in the panel, I appreciate you having me. And man, we just gotta find a way, man. I'm sorry, I had to.
I
We
was about
gotta
to say,
find
okay,
a way.
Carrie.
No, don't care, him. We gotta find a way.
Hyper up.
Hold on, I gotta finish. We gotta find a way to get Raheem out the door. But
Oh
yeah,
man.
I'm sorry. Yeah, hey ho ho, Raheem has got to go, and Zach Robinson. And honestly, Marquise Williams, like I haven't forgotten about you either, sir, because that has gone under the radar how bad special teams has been this season. So you're not innocent either, sir. So good night, everyone except Raheem, Zach, and Marquise. Thank you. And the Panthers, of course, including
I hope they
Bryson.
don't sleep well tonight.
Mm.
Just sad.
Man.
You gotta laugh to keep from crying, guys.
Sean, let the people know all about you and where they can find you.
Hey, for all my gamers out there, man, I'm a big, content creator as far as like the gaming world, Madden, college football, NBA 2K. So anybody that wanna, support me in that, anybody wanna get some games in, run together, whatever the case may be, y'all can find me just like y'all see my name on the screen. Let's get it, GA. Almost at 1,300 subscribers. So anybody like to get on them sticks, man, and let's put in that work, man. Holler at me, man. Till as always, love my brother.
Yes, sir.
We go back along. We go back a minute, man. So man, I appreciate you, man, for having me on. And always much love to big bro. Always much love.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mark Cheney, let the people know they can find you, my brother.
Yes, sir, man. I definitely appreciate y'all having me on. As always, man, I appreciate all the content creators, giving us this platform in this space event, man. Because without it, man, we all be sick. We all be absolutely sick. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all. You all should be proud for what y'all doing throughout these terrible, 6 seasons now. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I thank y'all, and y'all can find me in the chat here and there, man. Just talking some shit, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all have a great night.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Chris Tipmore, A1 Forever Sports. That's the platform. Come on over and be a part of the A1 family. Also, you can catch me at the Hawks Digest. But I don't know what in the heck is going on with the Hawks right now. My God. It's
Yeah,
just
your
Atlanta
line went
teams
like
today.
that
What
too.
in the bro? Oh my Lord. Anyway,
You know what it is.
I was about to go watch the game, but I
You
see I
know
don't
what
need
it is.
to.
It's
We started praising them today.
181. It's 181
Good
right now.
Lord. Okay. Yeah, that just caught me by surprise. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, so but yeah, still catch me on the Hawks Digest. Me and Walter Pollard over there doing our thing, growing that channel, talking Atlanta Hawks basketball. So come and be a part of that and subscribe to that channel. Instagram A1 Forever, Twitter A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Y'all make sure y'all keep on supporting my brother Smitty Smith as well, man. Always, supporting his channel. I believe, Fatboy Slim 21 _21 on Twitter for him, and of course, Smitty Sports Machine as always, working his way to 20K. Man, y'all keep supporting my brother as well. So we appreciate y'all always coming through. We're gonna have the preview show, special special day, should I say? It's gonna be on Wednesday again. We're having a special guest, TJ will be coming on. If y'all know him from Roundtable Sports, him and Smitty was doing their thing over there with the other two gentlemen as well. But he's going to be coming on, and we're going to have another guest too, my buddy Jordan, who's a Saints fan as well. We're going to have a nice good time. Y'all make sure y'all come through and support that because they're going to be talking some noise. We're going to have to talk some back. It's rivalry week, like for real. Like we really don't like each other. So, so we're gonna get that in as well. Y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. And remember, the game on Sunday starts at 4:25. Weird start, but hey, so most likely it's gonna be another evening show in the for as far as like us and the podcasting. So y'all make sure y'all check us out after that game on that particular night as well. So, but thank y'all for tuning in as always. And man, for everybody on the panel, for Smitty, for myself, hey man, we're out of here and we will catch y'all on the flip side.
Yes, sir.
Peace.